I mean, that's just the way that I think. And that's what I'm saying about that is like, are they worth really hating on? Because if they could do it like I just said, if they could do it in 3-4 days, and they have to go, somebody else have to go work for 3 and 4 months to be able to afford a trip. Like, are they really the bad ones? Are they really the fucked up ones? So yeah, no, I'm not never jealous because for one, I don't have to go work no 3-4 months. I haven't worked 3-4 days. So that that's just my standpoint. But I guess that's a fair question. But and I guess to lead into that question, that's my thing is a lot of people jealous of them. You know what I mean? Just because, let's be honest, man. Let's be honest, JM. If people could come on the internet and in 3 days have enough bread to go to Colombia or the DR, I think people would do it. Yeah, I think people would do it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't. It's hard for me not to take that some type of way, but I don't because I feel like I feel like that's a fair question. You know what I mean? And are you jealous? No, there's why would there's no need for me to be jealous because, like I say, I got my own thing going on. You know what I mean? I think that's also something that we could get into it with. I mean, about is I don't pocket watch, not for real, for real. You know what I mean? I talk about like even when old dude came up on the channel, I was talking about what he doing that's affecting the complete black travel space. That's what I was talking about, and how the rest of it make us look because when he goes somewhere and leave for some reason it reflects on all of us poorly. So that was my thing when I brought to him salutes. Everybody say I don't compare my life to other people, and all that matters is I am happy. Yeah, it starts by having gratitude for the day. Now I agree. I definitely agree. But at the same time, especially on these panels, these are conversations that should be had. You know what I mean? Like are these guys because I see it along the internet. Like, are these guys really out here fucking up shit? Or that's what I got. Let me work on my vernacular. But yes, I mean, yeah,
You done slipped up already.
already. You know what I mean? And that's what I get, man. I'm a work in progress, man. You know what I mean? Oh, shout out to bro. He say, when you going back to Santo, man, listen, I've been looking at flights to. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I've been looking at flights to the DR, to Colombia, to Panama, and to Cuba. The DR just found it feels so familiar. Listen, the DR is so familiar, bro. Rick, is that whenever I go into and one of my travel apps is from Chicago to the DR automatically at the top of the page for me. You know what I mean? So I gotta go check it out. Well, I just feel like I gotta go back. But it is what it is. Misha, vibing with Misha in the building. How you doing?
What up? What up? What up? What up?
What's up, girl?
Nothing much. Just you know, working, momming. Same old, same old. I gotta find time. Rainier was on my ass today. He told me he was talking to you earlier, Charlie. I haven't went live.
Now you know that's a conversation that we can have in the back office. But one thing that I will share is this: I think you guys got the glow, man. You know what I mean? I think you guys like the more work you guys put in, the more it's gonna pay off more expeditiously for you guys than it will me. And it's not a poor me thing. It's just when you got one leg and you racing somebody with two legs, it's not a shame to say the person with two legs is gonna get to the finish line before I do. You know what I mean? So I just feel like y'all really doing y'all thing, and if you guys was to really home in on it, you know what I mean, you would take off like an eagle. But now let me preface that with saying also, I know you guys got a whole life going on outside of this. You know what I mean? But I think, far as this community goes, you guys are the next to blow, and that's myself included. Like, I think you guys are already on to something.
Listen, somebody even hit me up on Instagram. I don't even know him. I don't know. He must follow one of us on YouTube, but he contacted me on Instagram and he said, Misha, when we getting another live? And that kind of like I was like, damn, like people really be looking forward to my lives, but I'm just like when I'm here in America, I just feel like I don't got much to talk about, like it's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't.
But Misha, even when you go live like now, you have the opportunity to simulcast. Are you hitting that button and simulcast?
No, I'm not. I should.
That's what you should be doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know you welcome anytime you want to. Real quick, Two Tone say I agree with X Pac. The thing is, as a black man, it's different. When a YT does something stupid, he's a lone wolf. When a black man does it, they try to say it's the entire black community. That has happened. That has happened. You listen, no lies detected. You know, definitely no lies detected. Uncle John's in the building. Support, yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah,
Um,
he's my moderator, so he's going to be kicking out information. And also, kick out Charlie Chan TV's link
oh, he
and
did already.
to his channel and vibing with Misha. Uncle Guns, if you could please.
Yo, I just want to say shout out to y'all brothers. Rolling, what up, my guy?
What's up, brother? How are you doing?
I just wanted to say, give y'all love, say what's up to y'all good brothers, man.
Yeah, it's actually my anniversary, man. My first year being out here in the Philippines, May 6th. I left on Cinco de Mayo, first thing in the morning, Cinco de Mayo, out of Houston, Texas at 1 o'clock in the morning and landed here about 20 hours later on May the 6th.
Congratulations.
Shout out to you, my guy. Shout out to you for doing what so many want to do.
Exactly.
Right.
I knew guys that were talking about going somewhere and doing some things. Year later, I already left and have been here a year, and they still talking. They haven't done anything.
Yeah.
But whenever you want, Charlie, I can go over some numbers with people and keep the live going. I loaded up some images down there. Whichever one you click on, I can go through. And then I'll just take them back down when you're ready.
Okay, for sure, for sure. No problem. I'm just getting through some of
Yeah.
these chats and stuff like that. Um yeah, so real quick, just so Misha, like say when y'all gonna turn it up, or you just in coasting mode?
Say that. Ask me that again. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I said, well, I was thinking like maybe people don't call it coasting, but like when you coasting, I said, is you guys got planned to crank it back up, or you just in coasting mode?
No, I got plans to crank it back up for sure.
Okay, okay, that's
Yeah.
what's up.
I'm still I'm
What's you
still
guys'
looking at this trip to Colombia. I know the last time I checked, they were charging me $2,600 for 2 flights for 5 days, and I was just like, I'm not doing that. It's not about having it, not having it. It's just about it don't make sense to me. $2,600 for 5 days when I didn't even pay that when I just went and I stayed there for 2 weeks, and that's flying on I think JetBlue and American. That's crazy to me. 5 days for 2,600 for two people. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well,
How
you
long
know
is the
what?
flight? What are you guys
It's
doing?
interesting that you say that. People don't understand, and I got a whole monologue about Spirit. So yeah, once Rona get through that, I'm gonna go in on Spirit a little bit. But people don't understand the effect that Spirit had on the travel world. Like, you had the big three making accommodations because Spirit did have such an impact by the big three. I'm sure everybody that's a traveler in the what's name, you know what the big three is. The big three. Oh shit! Hold on, is that okay? The big three is Delta, United, and America. And Spirit had such an impact to where they had to change their seat. That's why they came out with like super economy or some shit. You know what I mean? At first it was just one and two regular. business, and first. Then it was broke niggas, regular people, then business, then first. You know what I mean? So yeah, no, they said that was gonna happen. But no, I'm not never paying that. Like shit, I'm gonna take a boat over there, Misha, before I pay that shit.
But I was also looking at the DR for the 5 days too, because if I went to DR, that would be crazy.
Well, hold up now. What did they say for the DR?
What?
What did they say for the DR?
What you mean? What did they say?
You said you was looking at trips to the DR. What was the trips compared the price to go to the DR compared to
No, I was thinking about it. I ain't even looked yet. I just know going to the DR, the flights won't be as expensive as they are going to Colombia. It's because
mm,
of the time that I'm flying too. His birthday is on July 3rd. So that's the holiday over here in the States. So just alone by flying from Newark to Florida, it's pricey because I think it's the holiday. I don't know how that goes. I was just going off of maybe it's because it's 4th of July and I'm flying from state to state. And then I'm
yeah.
going out the country because
Oh
I
yeah.
have to do
Yeah,
a
I can see that
layover in
being
another state. So I'm still getting charged top, because of the holiday.
I can
Opposed
see
to
that.
just going from Pennsylvania, taking a straight flight to the DR. I don't have to go to another state. I can take a straight flight.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, for sure.
I don't know.
No, not that, but that makes sense as far as like the holidays, especially like I think those holidays are very like travel friendly for people that's going to those different like to Latin America and stuff like that. But real quick, guys, y'all see the comment at the bottom said dudes trying to gatekeep ecom like is something new. First off, I've never tried to keep anything, but also, and I could just allow me to point out where you're flawed, my good brother. Um, you also put this in the chat. If I never revealed what I do, how do you know I do ecom, sir? I just ask for people to be like coherent when they say things like that nature. And I've spoke about ecom a lot. If that's something that you want to converse on, we can. But like not only was I just speaking with Misha, but Ronan I'm finna give him the floor, so I just wanted to converse with Misha right fast. Like, listen, bro, let's not manufacture reasons to hate each other, man. Like, it takes
By the
more
way,
to hate.
Danny and JM both troll some, so don't take half of what they say personal or even get into it with them because they like to troll a little bit.
Oh, okay. Like, let's not let's
Charlie got
not go out
time for
our way to
trolling.
hate each
We
other,
got
man.
Yeah, I
time.
know. I see. He just gonna bite on everything.
Yeah,
Shout out to Uncle Guns. Shout out to Uncle Guns.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Shout out Uncle Gun.
Who Uncle Guns? Did he change his
Uncle
name?
Guns is a mod. No.
Nah,
Uncle
he
Guns,
a mod from
he's a long old school mod from like Red Pill days. That brother used to he used to write some things out for some people that are of note.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
put it that way.
I know that's
He's been
right.
around a long time in the space.
Nice.
yeah. But yeah, no, Ron, I'm finna get ready to pull up some of your slides. I just want to chop it up with Misha and them because this man, life be lifing, man, and I can't never speak for nobody else, but man, listen, in this life game, bro, you got to be in it to win it. So I get it. You know what I mean? I definitely get it. So I just definitely wanted to chop it up with Misha and them. But if you wanted to go into it, Ronan, I could bring up one of your clips so you could
Bring up the one in the middle first, just so they can
oh
see what
shit,
the
hold on.
exchange rate is.
I already clicked on the other one, so hold on. Let me
That's all right.
it's back down. Give me a second.
Take one down. Yeah,
Um
take one down.
yeah,
Leave the one with the peso exchange up.
I think you said take that one down?
Take that one down and bring up the one that has the chart on it for peso exchange.
I'm trying to see which one I have the chart on it.
The one on the left, take that one down and leave the one in the middle up.
Well, it's like three of them up, and that was okay. I think because I only had two up, and there's three of them up. So if the first
There
two
you
up,
go.
okay, there we go.
All right. So, this is what's been going on since I've been here. You can see the exchange rate has actually gone up since I've been here. So it went from like about 58. I've been here exactly a year. It went up from 58 to about 61. It's holding right now, even at 61.45. And that's even with the economy being the way it is, oil situation that's going on as far as the petrodollar. And believe me, the Philippines are suffering. They were the first ones to throw up the flag saying and declaring a national emergency because of the oil. And they were actually getting their oil directly from Iran. But it still hasn't hurt our dollars, And if you pay attention to the chart in the middle, it's highlighted in blue. It says average monthly income of a Philippine. You can see a national average is only 21,000 pesos. That's about $342 a month. On the high, maybe 28, closer to 500. That's it. So if y'all think you're coming here and you're getting away with anything, knowing that you're an American, they already know you got money. So don't be deceived at the fact that somebody's giving you a lot of res. You're an American. They know you come in with dollars. The number 2 greatest GDP of the Philippines as far as income coming in is remit to money, meaning so many Filipinos are what they consider foreign overseas workers. They go overseas in all these different countries, they work, and they send their dollars back to the Philippines for their families. That's a whole GDP. That's a whole gross domestic product line item for the Philippines. You're not getting away with nothing here. And they've been around Americans since the 1800s. So you can't even finesse them. So when I talk about these things and why I chose to be here, I came here wide awake and knowing that you can be finessed here. Don't think you're going to fall in love and she's here just for you if you don't get the right type of Filipino. Too many brothers that come over here in the Navy, the Marine Corps, and everything else, married up bar girls, which we already know is the wrong thing to do. 2-3 years later, after they got their green cards, had a couple kids latched to them, guess what happens? They're divorced. You know the game. That's the game. But go ahead and hit the one in the middle, and I'll show you what my budget is and how much I'm spending a month. And that's actually going to go down by $400 by July.
Is that the one you're talking about?
Nope, the other one in the middle.
Okay.
It says my budget. There you go. So that's my current expenses right now as I live. Okay, so I'm only spending $1,200 a month here. The lease I have is an $800 lease on a 4-bedroom house that I'm sitting in right now. My cable average is about $30. My water is about $25. The most expensive thing here is electric. And that runs anywhere from 12 to 15,000 pesos a month. And then food on average, I spend about 12 to 15K. That's it. That's my monthly budget. That's my monthly overhead. Everything else is gravy. So think about that. Geo arbitrage at its best. And while I'm sitting here, I'm looking at AI automation for businesses where I'm getting other multiple lines of income streams while I'm sitting here. Because I told y'all, I plan on coming back to the United States. This is a reset for me. This is a way for me to be able to focus on the things I need to learn and institute while I have multiple lines of income streams coming in. So when I come back, things are working on its own. Money is being made while I sleep.
Yeah. That's the best way to make money.
So that's my purpose for being here, beside for marriage, was getting multiple income streams set up that work on their own. And AI is just making this a hell of a lot easier for me. You know, before I would have to hire management, I would have to hire AE or virtual assistants here from the Philippines to do a lot of the work. A lot of this stuff is basically getting set up that AI can manage it. And I can lower my overhead as far as, having any kind of virtual assistants. All right, and then the last one is the alignment of the people versus my mindset. You can go ahead and hit that last one on the right.
Hold on real quick. Oh, hold on real quick. Black Cleaner says check Kiwi for cheap flights. And they say don't use the middle of nowhere like sunshine shoulders. I think that was
Let me
good.
answer that one, JW. So if I was to stay closer in one of the areas closer to Manila, I still would only have an overhead at a condo that had more amenities, maybe more Americanized amenities like pools and things like that, a gym. It would be about $300 to $450. So I actually would be saving money if I was closer to a city, a bigger city, instead of spending more money. And I kind of got pushed into this agreement that I have right now. No, the other one, the one on the far right. I got pushed in this agreement because I already had lined up a property in the same gated community that I'm in. But once they saw me, they tried to run up the rate, and the rate wasn't even higher than what I'm paying right now. But the real estate agent took it as an insult that they were trying to run up something. So she felt like she was insulted. So she went out to the owner, and it pissed off my deal. So now she didn't want to rent to anybody. So they found another person that wanted to lease their property here, and he happened to be a naval officer. He was married to a Filipino, but they're getting ready to go back to the States. So his house is a little bit more as far as how many bedrooms. I only needed 2. I don't need 4 bedrooms, so his was like, Jesus, about $400 more. So instead of me paying maybe $50 or $100 more because the other owner raised it up, the real estate agent fucked up my deal, and now I had to pay $400 more than I was originally going to pay. But the way I'm going to get back at this is the owner of this property wants me to buy it. I don't want to buy it. I'm not staying here. Secondly, he wants me to extend my lease until we get ready to come back to the States. And I told him, nah, I'm not paying $800 a month. That's your whole fucking mortgage. Ain't no way I'm paying that shit. This is the Philippines. I said, I'll tell you what. Let's think of me as a subsidy. Right now, I'm paying your full $800 mortgage. I can move out and you can try to find somebody to pay you $800 a month. Well, I can subsidize your $800 and go down to $400 and pay you $400 a month. At least it's not sitting empty, and you're at least getting a subsidy of $400 a month while you pay your fucking mortgage. Guess what he said? I'll do that. Just let me know you're going to stay. So I'll wind up cutting my budget down by another $400 a month for the next renewal on my lease. So that's what I did. Now, if you go to the right, all that is basically the cultural norms and what they do here versus in other countries and why they align with my principles more so because of the Catholic background. 78% of the people here are Catholic and they're more family oriented and some of the things like that. So that was all that chart was about, but I'm going to land my plane. But a lot of you guys wanted to know what numbers look like, what budgets look like as far as how much you're expending out. It's not that much to live comfortably here. Now, yes, I do live in a province, about a 50-minute flight from Manila. The airport's 5 minutes down the road from where I'm at. So even if I wanted to treat the airport like an Airbus, 2 flights come in, 2 flights leave every day. If I need to fly into Manila or whatever to do business, a flight might cost me $75 to $100. Hotels are dirt cheap in Manila. So depending on how much class or refinery I want, I pay that. For a couple of days, go to the hospital, get treatments, and that's what I normally do. I've flown into Manila a couple of times in BGC, stayed there, went to the VA, made a weekend of it, and fly back home. I dip in, dip out. I don't want to be in the city all the time.
Yeah.
All right, you good. You can take all that down now.
Okay, 1 second.
But just to give people an idea, what you're thinking about when you're looking to move around the planet and what things you should be focused on.
Yeah, no, that's dope. Let me hold on. Yeah, you kick from studio.
I just took it down.
Okay.
Which,
I can't. Oh shit! Somebody cut him off. Shit.
I could have sworn he was gonna ask me what I was eating or something. I felt like that was the question.
Is that what that was?
I don't know. I don't know. Let's wait till he get back in.
Right. What JM say? I can't live in the middle of nowhere in a third world country. Yeah, it's different strokes for different folks because I think expat he also stay in a province as well, so it's different strokes for different folks. Me personally, I'm not gonna knock it until I try it. That's my thing. So yeah, expat said I don't pay rent because my wife already own our house. Okay.
man, I don't know what the hell StreamYard's got against me, but they jilted me right out the fucking room. I didn't even do anything.
Well, listen, I can tell you what I say when I see black people getting pulled over. I hate it happened to them, but I'm glad it's not me. I'm sorry. Because shit, yeah. What Black Lena say? You got a great landlord. If my tenant, hey, you know what, Black Lena? I was gonna bring that up. In America, man, you a person would be like, can you go ahead and move out today? Then, like, they would
Yeah.
take that as disrespect.
But here's the thing. I know my limits and I know how to leverage deals. I've been in sales all my life. I know he can't get somebody in this province specifically where I live at to pay $400 or more a month. It's not happening. I don't come along that often, that kind of guy that can pay for that shit. You get what I'm saying? So I know my worth too. So I don't care what you are as a landlord, you're going to either do the deal or you're not going to do the deal. It's not personal, it's business. Do you want to pay an $800 bill out your pocket or do you want to subsidize? One of the two. You make your mind up.
Nah,
Do you like
up.
paying for your Airbnb that's not full every month, all the months? Or do you want to guarantee at least it being full every month? You get what I'm saying?
No,
that's how you leverage that. I used to rent off of Airbnb first. I would look at Airbnb first and say, you want to take your house off the market and I'll just rent it from you. Because how often do you get fulfillment all 30 days?
No, that's hey, you know what? We talked about that on the live once before because a lot of people don't know that. See, but a lot of times you just got to make sure that you know who you're doing business with because they can pull some BS. In my opinion, a lot of times the platform like Airbnb is there to protect you. You know what I mean? If they want to pull some BS. Real quick, guys, man, shout out to my good brother, Vacation Time with Ryan pulled up, showing love. You was in the middle of speaking when he pulled up, so I had to do that. He said live in a two bedroom, two bath with 5 other guys. Me and oh shit, that's crazy. Okay, I can't even get through that. But shout out to my good brother Nevy pulling up, man, doing this thing out there. He out there in Toronto, uh, living his best life. But
shout out to Nevy.
Nevy?
Yeah.
Real quick, Misha, y'all never fucked with I said I'm gonna start watching my language. Y'all never rocked with Spirit
JM,
before, right?
stupid as hell, man. Hit JM's link.
It's hard for me to watch my mouth. Like I curse a lot.
JM, you crazy, bro. You said you already living cheap there, Ronan, and you still had the audacity to lowball that poor man on his rent. You damn straight I did.
What was
and
that?
I don't have a guilty complex about it at all, JM. Because somebody would do it to me.
Yeah, business is business, and brutal, and business is it's harsh. But Jay,
But I'm supposed to
I
be a
agree
nice
with you.
guy and pay too much out my pocket. Come on, man. You ain't in my pockets. Hell no. No. I'm not paying too much for something.
No, not too much. But I'm just saying, like, it's already dope as hell. Now I'm in agreement with Jay. He said you already living dirt cheap. So, but listen, you
Isn't that
win.
dirt cheap? $1,200 a month. Hey, depending on what part of the world you're in, it could be. You get what I mean? But when
No,
you're in
that's
a country where the basic highest living wage on average is about $500 a month, and I'm paying him $800 just for a rent, how many other people gonna come across him right now and have that kind of disposable income just to pay for a roof over their head?
yeah,
Nothing. Come on, man.
yeah.
Stop.
I mean, that's a good point. Shout out to Financial Frontier. He say a landowner in Philippines is not a poor man.
Yeah,
Well, I
he's an
don't think
engineer,
he's
by the
saying
way, so
poor
he has
as in.
multiple
Say that
properties.
again.
He has multiple properties. He has a couple condos in the Philippines. He has this house here, and the only reason he bought this house is his wife is from this province.
Mm.
And now he's got a house in Puerto Rico where they're flying back to. So, I mean, he has investment properties. That's all this is. He just wanted me to cover his whole egg, and I'm not doing that.
Hey, listen. If you would have told him $100 and got away with, I'm in applauding. Like I applaud. Like
No, I'm
shit.
not going to insult the guy. That's kind of, to me, that would be more insulting.
Well, like
Subsidizing
Black
the
Cleaner
whole
just
rent.
said, if one of his tenants said that to him, he would more than likely take that as an insult.
Well, Black Cleaner would be paying that whole rent and for a couple months, and he might deal with it. But at the end of the day, after it gets to the third or sixth month and nobody's renting that thing on a regular basis, I'm sure he would reconsider having somebody subsidize some of that money coming out of his pocket.
Well, he had also wrote that he owned the house free and clear. So if it's not
Yeah.
occupied, I guess it costs him nothing.
Then you still need to make it what? You need to make enough to pay the annual taxation. Whatever that is broken down a month, you should be recovering out of that damn rent.
Yeah. Expat writes, he said 800 a month. Yeah, rent in a villa.
It's
No,
high.
village is very high. Yeah.
It's very high.
Oh, let me. We got
Especially if you don't own the property. Who's paying a whole nut like that and you don't own the property?
I'm telling you about this little place you never heard of. It's a place called America, to where they doing it frequently.
That's
In
because people
fact,
can't afford to buy their own homes for
yeah,
whatever
but
reason.
here's the thing. You know the way the numbers shake out, Ronan. A mortgage is cheaper than rent.
It is. It absolutely is. So the fact people feel like paying rent is easier means they just can't get financed for a house for whatever reason, like I said. Because if you own a house, you're going to pay less and you have more value. Why? Because it's an asset that gains value. Well, you're paying rent, and that's a liability. You're not getting any worth off of that. You're not getting any growth. It's wasted money when you rent.
Yeah. What I was gonna say? Oh, shit, KB. I was just gonna say, KB must have dropped back
Where'd
down.
KB go? He popped in, popped out like a damn.
He probably was calling us from jail because I heard like they found
He
some
got 3 to 5
dismembered parts
seconds.
in Bogota, body parts, and I thought of KB.
Is he
like,
still down in Bogota?
Nah, he probably in jail now. They probably caught on to his little scam. But yeah, what I was gonna say. So Misha, what y'all end up doing for little mama birthday?
I had mommies and muffins at her daycare today, so we celebrated her birthday there, and I brought cupcakes and balloons, and then Sunday we're taking her to Sesame Street to finally visit her friends for the first time.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
Yeah. You know, when they at this age, you ain't really got to do too much. They don't remember. I'm not into like doing them hall parties and doing all the extravagant stuff that people doing
Yeah, I
nowadays.
think that's crazy.
No,
Especially
yeah.
at a year, like you said, all they're going to be able to do is flash back on some pictures after they've
Yeah.
grown. It's like, oh, this is my 1 year birthday.
$10,000 on a 1-year-old birthday is absurd to me. But
Yeah.
once again, who am I? Real quick, KB, what it do, good brother?
Hey, what's up?
Man, chilling, man. You sound like your girlfriend just left you, man. She
Ah,
up
man,
in York in
nah,
just in time.
I'm just in the process of packing. Yeah, I'm heading back to the U.S. tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I was sound sad,
Oh,
man.
so that's depression setting in. You got to
Yeah,
go back to
Nah, it's
we
America.
all
not the
go
first
through it.
thing, you know. I just came
It
back
sounds
from
like.
June.
He all
Say that
upset. He
again.
got to go back to America.
Yeah.
You know
Like
what?
we all go through it, young
All
brother.
right, I've had enough experience in Bogota that I'll never come back again. So I ain't that upset. Not that broken up about it. Uh, Damn, motherfucking water.
I'm just what'd you say, KB?
You guys didn't hear me?
No, you say you're not too
I was
broken
just
up
putting it
about
on
it.
my headphones.
Oh no, I said I'm not too broken up about it. Bogota got a lot of negatives. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm straight. I
You
Damn.
thought
said
it
you
was
had.
gonna be
Do
some like I thought it was gonna be some trailblazing shit, but that did not happen. And yeah. Shit, I thought I was gonna be the first nigga here, but nah, bro, this ain't it.
Nah, shout out to you for keeping it a buck, bro.
Bro, y'all know it's 50 degrees here every day. I can't do that.
Oh, it's cold.
You ain't do your research before you go over there? Went over there?
Bro, I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. I thought, oh, it's a little summer thing, whatever. Because the last time I came, it wasn't that bad, but it was way worse this time. So yeah, so I only brought like basketball shorts and like two pairs of jeans, and then I'm cold at night.
Chalupe says, KB, you had a bad time.
I'm not gonna. It wasn't completely bad, but the cold is a big negative. It's a big negative.
What was your reasoning for picking Bogota of all places? If
I
you,
wasn't even gonna go there. I was gonna go to Ecuador, and then our homeboy was like, "Oh, don't go to Ecuador. They ugly. The women there are ugly." And then I'm
they,
like, "That's not true." And then and then he's like, "Oh yeah, but like go to Bogota because I might be able to come. I got family there." And then this man bailed on me. He ain't even show up. So I'm like, "Damn."
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah, he ain't even show up. I wasn't even gonna come here. I was gonna go to like Ecuador, Guayaquil beaches and stuff, but it is what it is.
Shout out to Prime. He say, bro, got his North Face and Shiesty on every night. That's crazy.
Yeah, he don't sound too happy over there at all.
No,
yeah.
not even a little bit. But no, that's crazy. So real quick, man, what y'all think about the Spirit shutdown?
I
Mm.
wasn't using that airline, so I really don't care.
I used it maybe 2 times, 3 times in my whole life. I'm a
Well,
Southwest
Ronnie,
guy,
that
so
was your
I grew
picture
up
that
in
they
the
had
Northwest.
on the side of the plane, like when you walk on.
Yeah,
That
that's
said
Charlie,
somebody.
best customer.
I got a lot of doppelgangers, brother. I got a lot of people who look like me, but that ain't me.
uh, Charlie, I was personally affected. My flight got canceled. The flight for tomorrow, I had to buy another one 2 days ago from Avianca. My brother called me up. He said, "Oh, they're going bankrupt."
So
Yeah, I
you flew
thought they
out
weren't
on
giving
Spirit, and now
anybody
you
their
have to
money.
fly back on something else.
What'd you say?
You flew out on Spirit, and now you're having to fly back on something else.
Yeah, I hope I
Shit.
get a refund, but I'm
What?
not. I don't got my hopes up.
Or flying back? What airline did you pick flying back?
It's Avianca. They're the only people that can fly backwards.
Wow.
Yeah. So Spirit was the only airline that, from where I live, they're the only ones that flew out
To
direct
Bo-
to Bogota,
wow.
and then they went out of business.
Either Avianca out directly back to the United States, or you could have caught that back to maybe a bigger city and caught a different airline out, so you would have had to take a two hopper.
No, the thing is they're the only ones that fly from where I'm at
Right,
direct. If I
right. That's
wanted
what I
to,
mean.
if I wanted to like choose a different airline, I would have had to do a layover in another in Medellin or Mexico or something. So I'm like, I don't want to spend 6 hours and shuffling back and forth. So I just flew direct. I didn't even know they were gonna go out of business. You know, shit took me by
And you the
surprise.
accountant, you should have known they was gonna go out of business. You
I
should
mean,
have
how am I
known that.
supposed to know what's going on with their
Cause
business?
niggas fight on every flight, man. If you got a goddamn scratch before you get on the flight because you might fight, bro, there's not gonna be a long time before they gone, bro.
Hey,
I'm surprised
that's
that they
only
made it
Spirit
this
flying.
long.
Listen, I think that's only Spirit flying out of Atlanta. South
No,
Florida, it's been pretty good. It's been
listen,
pretty good. I've never had a situation where fights busted out.
listen, no.
Not to.
Hey, I got sent by the delegation to have a conversation with the congregation, and I got the word for y'all. So I just don't worry. I'm gonna spill it before we get out of here.
Tim.
Shout out to Tam in the building, pulling up, showing love. How you doing, sweetie? He said, Phil, shout out to you. He said, where you at, KB? I think KB, you said you still in Bogota, right?
Yeah, I'm in the packing process.
Okay. Let me ask you this: is the police looking for you, or you clear to go?
Yeah, I'm clear to go. I
Okay.
mean,
Shout out to you. What city do you
Charlie,
drive?
I feel like you on some shit today. What's up with you?
You know what? It's been one of those days, and I haven't came on here and rightfully kicked it with the with the YTF and the people from this thing of ours in a minute. So I'm just making up for lost time.
I feel
Let me
like you
see.
on starting trouble mode. What's up?
No, no, not even a little bit. Well, I ain't talking my shit about spirit yet, but believe me, you was coming. The girl, ARKB food. Shout out to Tam. She said the girl ate all KB food. Nah, yeah, then he had to deal with that.
bro,
I
that's
looked
not
in the
even.
refrigerator and all my shit was gone. Like, damn.
I mean, nah, that didn't happen this time. That didn't happen this time. It's pretty good.
So what do the women look like in your guesstimation out there in Bogota?
Dang, I ain't gonna lie to you. I kind of came with high expectations, but I was disappointed. I mean, they're attractive objectively, but like I was looking for that big booty, and I ain't really see that. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Man,
Like
why do
I
you
only
these
found
countries for a profile?
maybe I only found
I'm
maybe one that kind of fit the criteria. I think maybe it's the cold. So the cold be, you know,
I
it
mean,
be
the cold
anti.
means you should have walruses, people that have thicker skin and bigger, so they can handle the cold weather and all that shit. You
Nah,
know,
that's not what. That's not even what happened. Like they just come narrow over there. I don't
hmm.
really know. They
Yeah, they
just
come
come narrow.
down them damn mountains. What you mean? They physically fit climbing up them damn hills.
yeah. Yeah,
Medellin had
real
bigger
quick,
hills
MJ.
than Bogota.
MJ Tam is right.
But real quick,
Misha's married, so that question don't really apply to her.
yeah, Uncle Guns asked or basically made a comment. There's currently a class action in the works for fares that were lost for Spirit Airlines. So stay in
But that's
the
come
news
on,
for
man.
that,
I think that's unfair,
KB.
and
Wait, what's going on here? Did I
that's
miss the comments?
no. Somebody asked you. Somebody said, "Have you ever traveled for love?" And Tam, as well as I, brought up that you are married, so you
Man,
essentially travel with your love.
Oh, he said, have you ever traveled overseas for love like most of these dudes? Yeah, I'm not. No, I'm married. Yeah, that is my love that I'm traveling with. So 14 years strong, 3 years married.
Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Most of these men, they're not traveling for love. Let's just keep it a buck, man. We've all seen we've all. I mean, we've been in this space long enough to know what the truth is. They ain't traveling for no damn love.
So my question to you, Darnell, is how does that negatively affect you?
How does it negatively affect me? It doesn't.
Right. So, in which cases, I guess that shouldn't really matter, just because men, everybody travel for all sorts of things. Like, say, we get on men for traveling to seek out love, but women do it too.
But here's the thing: it's a ruse, man. They're not really out there to go find. If they were really out there to go find love, I wouldn't have an issue with it, man. But let's just face it, man. A lot of these passport pookies, they've kind of, they're kind of ruining it. I mean, hell, what's his name? Razor Ray's. You know what I'm saying? He's done videos on this stuff. A lot of people. Andrew Show's done videos on this. A lot of people have done videos um, showing the aftermath of of the passport pookies. So now every black man that has to come after these idiots, guess what? The ones that really are looking for love, or the ones that are just want to go out and explore culture, um, or,
Okay.
just look for a different change of scenery. Now we got to take the punishment.
Don't say we, because I'm not taking nobody's punishment. I'm out here. I just don't hang out where Pookie's hang out at.
Hey,
If you ain't
Charlie,
in that environment, you
I'm
ain't gonna make
speaking
those
as a
kind
Yes,
of moves.
ma'am.
collective.
do you see my dog? He sees me on the screen, so he's
Hold on.
He's
trying
trying to get in the TV. Yeah.
No, they not there no more, but they see me on the screen, so they kind of like pacing around, crying. Like,
Uh-oh. Now they see. Oh, look.
Yeah, now you got the summer jam joint. Now you got them confused like hell. Look, he
Look.
about to get in that joint. Oh no, that's what's up. That's what's up. Shout out to the dog people out there, man. And that's
Loyalty,
another thing.
man.
That's
You
why
can't
I'm
get
so
none
close.
better.
No, that's a fact. Shout out to E-Man pulling up. Yeah, it says stop speaking that as you where you're traveling for love. Well, here's the thing. Yeah, and darn it, I would also like will kind of travel in on that, because I think we are the biggest the critics of ourselves and things of that nature when it comes to us traveling and stuff like that, because not one time have we seen Somalian people come out and talk shit about Johnny Somali, even though everything that he did was wrong. The nigga Vitali or Vitoli, whatever his name is, I haven't seen them have whole panels putting him down. For some reason, when it's us though, we are the first one to get the picks and the torches and burn us down.
I mean, that's all it takes, man. I mean, Mr. 60 Minutes. This is nothing new. You know what I'm saying? Every time a black man used to break into somebody's house, every black man was guilty of breaking into people's houses. You know what I'm saying? One
So
black
that
man
means you
sell
as a
drugs.
black man gotta
Same
look at
thing.
another. So you and another black man gotta look at each other as guilty of breaking in someone else's house that neither one of you guys, in fact, had nothing to do with.
No, sir, I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is how society perceives things. And I can't control how other people perceive things. I can only control my own actions. Unfortunately, when you got, unfortunately, the way things are, and it's been this way, at least that I know of since I was a child, when one black person, represents the entire community. I hate to say that, but unfortunately, that's
No,
just
no, no,
been
no, no. I'm
reality.
not debating that fact. I'm debating the fact of the matter is when it happened and I'm sorry to use you as the example here, but it's you that go over there, is people you and people like you that go over to that side and turn around and point your finger back over here at the black people. Yeah, look at them, as if you're not one of us.
No, I'm one of you. Like I said, I go to the white community. I promise you, they're gonna be like, "No, you guilty."
Guilty of what?
Say,
What have you done? What are you
Right.
just in
guilty of?
general.
You whine about a whole bunch of stuff you ain't doing.
Ronan, I'll be honest with you, man. I'm a black man. I mean, I know you got more experience than I do, but I'm a black man, as a man with 20 years experience. And I got to tell you, like every time something go missing, I'm the first one get accused,
I've never been accused of theft in the middle of a fucking room. Are you kidding me?
It's that nigga
Man,
Darnell. Get him.
I've been accused so many damn times, boy, I tell you.
So you got every bad story in the world. Do you have any positive stories?
Just
I'm
one.
trying to make face reactions, but I can't because my Botox is Botoxing, so that's why I'm laughing. I'm sorry. Shout out to Columbia.
JM even said this. Look, JM even has it on the screen. I don't know if you're reading the screen, Darnell.
Well, Charlie have it on the screen, but JM said it.
Yeah, Austin, BMT, Andre, myself, and several others. You got Fearless. You got Black Man Travels, which is Canal. You got a lot of brothers that have found love, have found positive relationships, and good women. Why are you only looking at the knuckleheads? Wait, why are you only looking at the knuckleheads like the ones you know from being in the military that would marry a bar girl and have a bad experience as the overall prospect of everybody else's good deeds?
Okay, well, first of all, Austin Holloman, I don't know if he actually found love. Let's just,
I mean, that's his comment, but again, we won't know. But other than that, don't.
Yeah, I just wanted to correct the record on that. But I mean, to answer your question, it's like, to me, Ronan, it's almost like you're throwing up Sierra's prayer, because Sierra was able to do all this stuff, and she was able to settle down with a high value man.
Who was Sierra?
About the singer.
I know who Sierra is, but who was she? And how many men are out there looking for a fucking Sierra to marry? Not one to go and dot, not one to go and hit and leave, but one to marry. How many dudes are out there looking for a Sierra to marry? Not just to go out and F and come back home.
But that's
the mindset that you have. You're looking at only things that you're going to go out and hit, not something you're trying to settle down with. And the guys that are out looking for ones to settle down with go out further than going to a fucking club to meet them.
Well, I don't think
I gotta have. Hold on. Hold on a second.
Hold on a second. I have to correct one thing. Sierra is a married woman that married a star quarterback.
So, I understand who Sierra is. You don't have to give me the history.
I was just checking. But the
thing is married the quarterback.
Yeah. But the thing is that like when you mention just a handful of names and you try to take that as, okay, well, that is the norm or gospel, and it's really not. These are just exceptions to the rule.
But again, like I told you, if you're looking for the right type of girl, you're gonna find the right type of girl. If you're looking for any kind of girl and you're going to a fucking bar, or you're going and picking up a pay for play and trying to marry her, that's the wrong type of chick. Just like if you're looking at a 304 that's out in the club, she might look good, she might have a tight ass dress on, but what are you trying to do? Are you trying to wife her up, or are you just trying to sleep with her for the night and send her on her way?
No,
where's your mindset at?
But that's what that's the thing, is that's what I believe that a majority of the passport bros are. They're not looking for marriageable women. They're looking for, what I'm saying, I can't do it like peso, but peso hookers. I apologize for the.
I would say like Aaron would have to correct you on with passport bros as far as the people that he claims as passport bro. There's a lot of people that take up that moniker that aren't really passport bros, but they're in their mongering phase of life. They're not looking to settle down. They're still all young men trying to spread their seed as much as they can. Are those guys really looking for marriage, even if they fall within the passport bro moniker? No, those aren't those guys. Those are young men that are out there trying to experience life, period. They're not looking to settle down. And you can do that right here in the United States. There's enough of them here.
That's a fact. But real quick, hold on, Darnell. Hold on. Shout out to Prime. He say Iceman on the way. I forgot the dates, but Iceman definitely on the way. Also Tam writes, you are traveling for love, cleaner. He said I don't hang. X-Pac right, I don't hang in Pookie areas. Exactly. Yeah, for sure. He said, I don't about these I'm assuming I don't worry about what society thinks of me. Shout out to you. Prime also right. It was Kareem Akbar, the light-skinned brother from the bank. Shout out to you.
Wait a
Y'all better
minute,
go
Prime.
follow
I
New
have
Jack
a
City.
caught that one.
question.
I
What you
caught
trying
that
to say
one.
about
I
the
can't
light
hear you,
skin
Nisha.
thing, Kareem? I mean,
I have a
Kareem.
question.
You
Yes,
never
ma'am.
saw New Jack City,
I've seen it.
Ronan?
No, I
Yeah,
know what he's
Kareem.
referring. Pretty, the pretty motherfucker. I get you.
Yeah,
What you mean,
yeah.
man? What you trying to say?
Pretty motherfucker. I never liked you anyway.
Yeah, I know what he's
Hey,
talking
real
about.
quick, guys. Misha said she had a question. Shoot, Misha.
Um, can a passport? I was going on. Expat said he doesn't hang out in the passport Pookie areas. Passport Pookie, is that just black men or is it Caucasian men also?
No, it's
Now
Caucasian.
it's everybody.
Well, I
Yeah, I
mean,
mean,
but
Because
I
for
mean,
some,
hold on. I tend to have like an issue with like when people are just like Pookie this. I mean, do we go out and then we tell like this is kind of what I mean is like if it's true that most of these school shooters are white boys, do we go out and say something about the white man? I mean we don't do stuff like that. And I
But
mean,
but but but
you
here's the
get what I'm
thing,
saying? Like,
KB.
I understand Pookies exist, but I do think like most Pookies aren't really bad people. In the same way, it's like you might have someone like Epstein. I'm not gonna be like, fucking, something about those white people from West Palm Beach, and these kids. I mean, come on, it's not everybody in West Palm Beach. It's just that
But
one
but
guy.
but for the record, guys,
yeah,
he wasn't saying Epstein wasn't a bad person. That's not what he was saying.
You
Because
know,
Epstein was
y'all know
definitely
what
a
I
bad
mean,
person.
bro. God damn,
yeah.
man.
No.
God
I
damn.
know exactly. I know exactly what you mean. But here's the problem. Okay, for whatever reason, when white people do stuff, like I said, one white person, like you ever heard the term? Every time a white person shoot a, do a some kind of mass shooting event or whatever, he's always lone wolf. You ever heard that?
Shout out to Two
Lone
Tone. He just
wolf.
literally wrote that.
Yeah. But every time a black person does something, oh, these are thugs. I mean, we saw what happened
Okay,
in Cincinnati.
but Darnell, here's the thing. This is the point that I'm getting across, or at least I'm trying to say. With what you're saying, you're one of the people that are saying these are thugs.
No, I'm not one of those people. I'm just acknowledging
That's
reality of
how it's
how
coming off, though, good brother. That's all I'm saying.
well I
Why
do
not get on here and
apologize
talk
if
about? Because here's the thing. I don't know whether you know it or not. I just recently found out that you're younger than me, which is a fucking amazing for some reason. But believe it or not, these white boys, white men's been mongering long for the passport bros was ever
trust
even
me,
thought about.
you're preaching to the choir. I already know this.
So
But
why you not coming up
unfortunately,
talking about them then?
because here's the problem is that I'm acknowledging reality, okay? That's
What?
just how I said I'm acknowledging reality.
No,
Unfortunately,
he heard you.
that's just how that's how society perceives things. For whatever reason, when white people do stuff, unfortunately, it's just a one-off. Oh, that's a crazy guy. That's a lone wolf. I mean, I'm doing it right now as we speak, where I'm saying something about it. But unfortunately, us as blacks, and we're never going to be able to change this. No matter whether it's even though it's wrong, we're never going to be able to change this. Is that every time one of us does something stupid? I mean, just look at the fallout. What happened with what? Goddamn, what's his name? Floyd. With Floyd, you know. I mean that was a game changer. Look what's going on with Colombia right now. They're turning people back, left and right. That was because too many black folks with cameras. Let's just be real. When it was white folks doing it, they didn't give a shit. But when black folks started doing it, all of a sudden, oh yeah, we care. The DR, same thing. Oh yeah, we got to
Okay,
clean this
and
up
you know
now.
what, Darnell? I agree with everything that you're saying, but my point that I'm trying to make is that, yeah, why you're not speaking about them opposed to being one of us speaking about us.
Well, if you just heard me say,
Yes, you're
I
bringing
spoke
it
out
up now
against
that I
the.
brought it up to you, though, Darnell. Why that wasn't your beginning statement?
Well, I fail to see why the significance of whether it's beginning or or in
Because
statement.
your first thing to do as a black man was to come on the panel and gripe about black men. That's why it's
No,
in
it wasn't.
front.
It wasn't to gripe about black men. I'm a black man myself. I just
So you don't
admitted
think
on the
you
panel. I
okay?
just admitted
Damn
on
it!
the.
Can't we hate on somebody else today? Shit.
I just
Ah,
admitted.
damn, bro. Can we
Well,
hate
hold
on
on.
somebody else?
Well,
Shit.
hold on, brother. Well, hold on, brother.
We
Let
went
me
from
defend
talking
myself
about the
here.
airline and how much it costs to travel to hating on people. I don't get
Well,
this.
let me defend myself here. I just got done saying how every time something would go missing, if Darnell was there, like I said, and I'm surrounded by a bunch of white folks, and I was
The
in
common denominator in all your stories is you.
That's a fact.
no, that's not the truth.
It
You
is the
know,
No,
truth.
that's a fact. But
no,
here's
You
the
I
are
thing,
use
your
I
own.
Darnell.
use
What I'm
You
I
are
trying to
your
use
get you
own.
to
actual
see.
stories.
You are your
What
I
own
used
star in your own stories.
yeah, but
I
They're
yeah,
all
used
about you.
actual
You need to start
I
looking at
used
yourself.
I
but
used actual
Darnell,
thing. Well,
good
first
brother.
of
What
all,
I'm
I'm not
trying
a
to get you
thief.
to see.
Nobody looks at me like that. I've never been accused of something like that. Again, the common
I
denominator
highly
in these
doubtful.
stories and your experiences is you. Nobody's ever walked up to me and accused me for my mannerisms to my ethics and morals that know me and accused me of stealing a goddamn thing. You're saying people on your
I highly
job
doubt
are
that.
actually literally confused and would accuse you of something.
Yes, it's happened.
Nobody would ever come to me and say some shit like that.
Well, I get, but I get what you're
I
saying.
highly
I just
doubt
want
that.
you, Darnell. Just let me land this plane real quick. I get what you're saying, but I don't think you get what I'm saying. So let's just say
Mhm,
you are in that room.
mhm.
You're not the only. It's two black people in that room, and something come up missing, and the white people say, yeah, it was Darnell. Essentially, what I'm trying to get you to say that you're doing, you're the other black person in the room saying, yeah, it is Darnell. That's what I'm
Uh,
trying to get you to say. Opposed to being in a room saying, hey guys, everybody else could steal too. Why you gotta blame him? That's all I'm saying.
you know, here's the thing. In 2000, it was 2008. All right.
Uh-oh.
Somebody I was stationed at Fort Lewis. Somebody broke into our room. In our barracks room. It was me and my roommate, Private Porter, white guy. You know, they stole his DVD player. They stole my Xbox. Okay. And they stole my debit card, one of my debit cards to an account that I barely even used. But the thing is
So
that
they accuse you of stealing your own shit.
he accused me of stealing his DVD player, even though my Xbox was missing, even though my debit card was missing, you know. And
I
then
like Darnell. I like
and then
Darnell.
the motherfucker, not only did he accuse me of stealing his shit, he even called me niggerish.
Well, here's the
Damn.
I
thing,
Yo,
swear
Darnell.
to God, to
Darnell,
my motherfucking face, called me niggerish.
I don't even. Well, no, that's
That's
if
a
he did it and
treacherous
got
white
away
boy.
with it. Listen, if he did that and got away with it, we got nobody but you to blame for that. But here's the thing. This is
thank
what I
you.
want to say. I think you did steal a CD player. I don't know him. I don't know you. I think
Even
you
though,
did steal it.
okay,
You know, Darnell,
so
now that I think about it, I mean, I am seeing some of those tendencies.
Right.
What's up, 916?
I
I'm
don't know
fucking
how
with
you
you
can
now.
I don't know
Hey,
how you can see those
yo,
tendencies,
Miguel in the
but
house.
I can promise you my Xbox 360 at the time was probably worth a lot more than his DVD player.
No, see, but that's
Yeah,
what you
so you
black
bought the
people do.
Xbox
That's what you
360
did
from
to
selling
cover it
drugs,
up.
didn't you? Ain't no nigga
Yeah,
got an Xbox 360.
yeah.
Oh
He
God.
had the discount version.
No,
He had the Xbox 180.
this is what I listen. I think
The
we need to
Xbox
pull the
180.
topic back into what we've been talking about is off the cuff. We're talking about different things going on. This is not a therapy session for you, Darnell. We're not going to keep on
For
talking about
sure.
issues with you every time you get on a fucking panel.
But
Damn,
no
that's how
one,
y'all
no
doing
one,
Darnell? Hold on,
no
that's
one,
how y'all
no one.
doing Darnell?
No,
Yeah,
I'm not
you gotta
doing that.
A
I'm
understand.
not
lot of
doing
people come
that
on here
every
talking
week.
about their issues. Y'all better leave Darnell alone. Let Darnell
Nah,
do Darnell.
nah,
Shit,
nah,
hating on
nah,
my
Because
dog, bruh.
Wait
Straight
a minute
up.
now.
nah.
Time out, because other people do it. Other people come on here and talk about their issues. Y'all don't say nothing. So the minute
One
Darnell
issue,
starts
not
doing it,
multiple issues over and over and over again,
no,
15, 20 of them all in a row, just consume 2-3 hours working through a situation.
Lives.
No,
I got
Nobody knows
we
that.
could go, hey, we
that's
could go back on
that's.
Charlie's lives. I got receipts.
Thank you, thank you.
Good.
You
Now
know,
you putting the
it has
battery
nothing.
in his bag.
It has nothing. It
Hey,
has
Thank you.
here's
nothing
the
to
Yeah,
thing.
do.
what you doing
It
that
has
for,
nothing
Misha?
to
You sitting
do.
there ear.
Matter of fact,
See,
Ronan. Matter of fact.
what's that?
Here's the thing. We finna be in this next story about getting goddamn discriminated against. He finna be telling somebody else the story about
Mm.
us. Discriminating
Oh,
against us. Shout out to my
oh,
good
so
brother Miguel pulling up in the chat, man. How you doing, good brother? Miguel writes, what's good, chat and panel? Hope everyone is good for sure, for sure. Somebody else had another joke on Darnell. And shout out to Darnell. He kind of thick-skinned. Sometimes I just be trying to turn the table on people to get them to listen to how they sound. You know what I mean? And your whole thing is real quick, Miguel said Darnell got that shit. Somebody else said, hold on, where it says, let me see. No offense, Darnell, but you look more like a white man than okay, my
God
bad.
damn. I look
Yeah,
like
that
a
was a
white
little
man,
much. I'm
really?
not gonna say that, but that
With
was
some
a little
nappy
much.
ass head? I mean, shit. You give me a little credit.
Ah, no, it's a good thing that you're not white because that would have been offensive. But no, we could ring it back in. I was just saying that all of that to say this, Darnell. Just like don't be the first one to criticize the people that look like you. You know what I mean? Especially if it's something that you know not to be true. Like, yeah, are people doing too much black and white? Yes.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Is this
No,
a new
I mean,
thing? Go ahead.
no, absolutely. And like I said, if you notice when I said every time a white person does something stupid, he's lone
Darnell,
wolf.
if you don't mind,
He's
disclose your age
crazy.
so everybody knows how old you are, real quick.
Say again.
Expose your age if you don't mind, so everybody knows how old you are.
I'm 39.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Hey,
Uh,
I'm gonna leave this up. Rainier gonna come over here. I'm gonna take my daughter bath and get ready for the next day. It was nice talking to you guys. Be easy on my guy Darnell.
No. We don't need that motherly instinct. We need Rainier over here holding iron sharpening iron over here. Come
Now
on,
shout
man.
out to
That's how
Misha
you
in
feel,
the
Ronan?
new
That's how
Yeah,
you
in the
because
feel,
you
new
Ronan?
over there
entry.
mothering Darnell, man. You giving
Cause
him
that's
the
my
power.
guy. He just coming
You
over here to say,
coddling that
how you
brother.
doing?
No, you coddling him. We need to
He,
no,
hold him accountable.
I know you
thank you.
ain't
That's
talking,
my guy.
Ronan.
Darnell is my guy, right, Darnell?
Yes, ma'am, and I appreciate that. And Ronan, I know
Exactly.
you
That
ain't.
nigga said yes,
Exactly,
Ronan, I
ma'am.
know you
Darnell.
ain't.
Don't
Ronan,
worry
you
about it,
ain't.
Darnell. I got your back. Don't worry about it.
I know
Nah,
Ronan
because
ain't
I
talk.
feel
I
like
know. Hold
Ronan,
on,
you
hold on a
kind of
second. Hold
hating
on
a
a
little
second.
bit. Ronan, I
Yeah,
caught
yeah.
your
You.
live. Ronan, I caught your live
Darnell
last
trying
night.
to say something to
You
me
caught my
before I
live
go.
on my 1 year anniversary, yeah. Or are you talking about the
Darnell
one with the white guys?
trying to say something to me
Which
before I
one?
go. What was
Go
that,
ahead.
Darnell?
Nah, let Misha go.
I just wanted to say. I just wanted to say real quick when it comes to Ronan, that's Lancelot right there, man. I mean, that's Lancelot. He's no longer a wandering swordsman. He Lancelot.
Okay. Shout out to you. But no,
Nah,
Misha,
but
you were
like, come
saying
on,
something?
bro. I mean, didn't you have someone on the live with like a bird? There was just a bird there yesterday.
That wasn't my live. That was a panel that I was riding on, and I was trying to expose my listeners while I'm on that panel to hear the conversations that YT people are having are similar in respect and how they argue to us in our own community. That's one of the reasons why I sit on a lot of different panels so people can get a overall feel on what, in general, the global population is talking about. I'm
Okay,
sitting on an
Wait,
all-white panel, and you hear the way that conversation went, right?
bro, those people are fucking crazy.
Thank you.
I didn't want to say
Ronan.
too much because I mean, if it was your panel, I don't want to like
No. It
diss
wasn't my panel. It was
people.
another
Like
guy.
you know,
His
I'm
name was
like,
called The
what the
Angry
fuck?
American. His name was the Angry Americans channel. And I just sat on his panel and I made my points about different things with petrodollar. And you heard me. I kept the conversation going. And most people in the chat were like, damn, he's the only one talking sense. Fucking a lot of crazy people out there.
Yeah, Ronan, can you give me a quick synopsis of that? Was that the one where it said MAGA or
Yeah,
no
the Trump,
Trump?
the Trump,
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah,
yeah,
that was
that one. Okay, so can you give me a quick synopsis of that? I haven't
No,
watched the
I
whole
want to go
thing.
back over. No, you got to watch the whole thing, bro. I can't give you a detailed synopsis on how crazy is. You get what I'm saying? And how people argue points trying to be something that they're not.
Gotcha.
can't.
I understand.
You know, I have
Hey,
a kid
man.
arguing with me about the petrodollar and where it's going, and you're barely, what, 20-something years old? I get it. He's trying to mimic the personality of that one young kid that gets out and does a lot of debates on TikTok. You know who I'm talking about? He's trying to perpetrate this guy. And so, you know, I don't get some people's personalities and what they're trying to do in order to get their clout or to grow their channels, but there's a lot of them out there that don't know half of what they're talking about. And like I was with this kid, he was Googling damn near every fact he was trying to spit. I'd already done the research. I'd already done a live on petrodollar. I'd already done a live
Quick, I
on
want to read this from Prime. He say, bro thought this was the Bloomberg channel, LOL. Say he wanted a recap.
Actually, I do watch a lot of Bloomberg, actually.
I know you do.
For some reason, there's nothing wrong with watching Bloomberg. Like, no, the recap was what made it crazy, though. But yeah. But nah, that's what's up, though. I think Misha, was you trying to say something, or you went ahead and ducked out?
No, she said Rainier was going to take over for her.
Okay.
She had to go do her mommy thing.
Okay.
And thank God we could stop coddling Darnell sitting on the panel here.
God damn, Ronan.
Yeah. No. Well, here's the thing.
Yeah, Spin City News. That's right.
I think you have a lot of good points and stuff like that. It's just that me as a black person, it kind of get extra irritating when you hear another black person be the first to put us down.
Well, but where was I putting us down?
Well, when the first thing you come up and talk about is men are not passport pookies, and that could be a wide array of things, are not traveling for love, or most black men are not traveling for love. Who cares if they're not hurting anybody?
Bro, do most women even travel for love? Come on.
No, because they down there in Jamaica getting clapped up like Sunday school.
Yeah, what does it matter if people travel for love? You know, if it finds you, it finds you. But realistically, you're not gonna fucking fall in love in 2 fucking weeks. At least I hope not. It is what it is.
It's not a case of whether they fall in love or not. I don't really give a shit. What it's more about is selling other dudes' dreams. That's the part I can't stand. There's too much scamming in our community. Way too much.
Okay. Well,
and I'm getting tired of it.
That's a different topic than the one that you brought up when you first came on. I feel like you just switched it there, but it's neither here nor there. We can move on.
I don't see how. I mean, you know, because like I said, I wasn't bashing black men. I'm just, you know, you had mentioned earlier, for example, you know, white people had been doing this, you know, for years prior to black men becoming passport bros, and you're right. I was a member of the Cuba Dave blogs back in the day,
right? And
I'll be honest with you, man. I read some of the most racist and, you know, things in those blogs. Oh yeah, black. You know, when they decided to start pulling out of Brazil. Oh yeah, too many black folks starting to show up in Brazil now.
Hey, this is where we do the cutaway of Stephen A. Smith, and he'd be like, "We don't care." Like, why do we care about some people that we hope to never? Well, I can't say I hope to never meet them in my life. Why would I care about how they think of me? Like, don't you think that's a waste of my mental fortitude to care about how some people that I will never meet don't care to meet, and wouldn't help if they fell in a damn well? What they think about me? Don't you think that's like?
Well, the thing is
in my life.
Well, you're right. You're definitely not wrong. But here's the thing: is that like I said, anytime you turn on the local TV station, you see a black man breaking in somebody's house again.
Oh my God! It's so many stereotypes getting thrown around in the room. Jesus Christ! Are you sure you're not white underneath some of that tan skin? God damn, Darnell.
Part white on my great grandma's side.
You know, but you know, we just have to be honest. We just have to be honest. That's just the way it is. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not
What's the
saying it's
way it
wrong. I mean,
is
just
though?
okay. What's the way it is? Let's see. Let's do a little history lesson here. All right, Trayvon Martin walking down the street.
You can just answer the
Hold on,
question,
hold
sir.
on,
I
hold
don't
on a
Guns
have
is
to
second. Hold
answer
on a
the
crazy.
second.
question.
No,
Hold on a
I'm just
second.
laughing
No,
at the
hold on.
comment Uncle Guns
Hold on.
put up. That's all. Uncle Guns
Here's
is
the thing.
nuts. Man.
Here's the thing. Trayvon Martin just walking down the street, minding his own damn business. Just happened to be a black
I wouldn't
man walking
exactly
in the
start
damn
with him,
neighborhood.
but okay. I mean, there's
No,
plenty of better
that
people that you could
that's hey,
mention.
he did nothing wrong other than he was in the wrong place at the wrong fucking time.
Yeah,
Okay?
What
but
was you talking
Zimmerman
about?
wasn't even white. He was Hispanic.
It doesn't matter. It was just the fact that Zimmerman saw a black kid walking at night in a hoodie, and everyone assumed he was up to no good. That's the point.
But that's a
Okay?
ton of Hispanics. A lot of them are
It
racist,
it doesn't
especially in South Florida. I grew up in South Florida. A lot of these Cubans, Hispanics, they're super racist. No one's
Yeah,
yeah.
they're
surprised.
all about Viva
So
La Raza, making the race stronger and greater and whiter and lighter and all that shit.
yeah.
Bro, the
So
dude will
you're
be
only so
black as spade,
you're
and then he'll tell you about how he doesn't want his daughter dating a Negro. Like, what
that's
the?
fine.
Bro, he blacker than you.
Right,
Come
but
on.
you're but basically you're basically proving my point here is that okay, what's his name did nothing wrong. All he
But
did was walk down the fucking
so,
street.
so
That's
hold
it.
up, hold up. You're talking about that, but let me say something to you, and you probably experienced this too. If you met a darker skinned white black lady, hadn't she
Mhm.
always said something about she wanting to have a baby, a light skinned baby with good hair?
I
Now, what
think
you
I've
got to
heard
say
that.
about that within our own community?
You never
Well,
heard that,
but
Darnell?
Come on,
no, I've
man,
heard that.
stop.
I've heard that a few times.
Oh,
I
But
ain't heard
okay.
that one yet.
No,
I
I
ain't
get
gonna
it. I
lie.
got it all the time. My whole life growing up. Boy, am I having a couple kids
no.
or two? They'd be cute, and they would have light skin with good hair.
Well, typically,
Darnell
Becky
getting
with the
cooked.
good hair.
So that's what I'm
black.
saying. There's a lot of self hate with
I've never met a
colonization,
Hispanic dude named
and
Zimmerman.
it's
Shout out
another
to him.
way of dividing the culture because they always want to be like their colonizers.
Okay.
That's a fact.
Let's
So
bring up a
Spain,
mod.
all of them are involved in the colonization of most of these countries we're referring to. And a Spanish person is blonde hair, blue eyes, and anything darker than that, they're not as considered more Spanish. So then
But
that's where
that's
you get the separation. You're more lighter, you're gonna get preferential treatment in these cultures because of colonization. It's called self-hate and colorism. And
but
that's
that's my
everywhere,
point.
even here in Asia. Some countries that were never colonized, they still have like Japanese fucking dye their skin. Koreans
Well,
dye their skin.
you guys are
Chinese dye
proving
their skin
you're proving
Them
my
because they
motherfuckers
point.
all
wear
want to
hats too
be
because they
like.
don't want to get darker.
So what's that got to do with anything? That's just a part of what people think is decided upon globally as beauty.
Society.
That doesn't make it true.
Society. That's
Well,
It's
what
hold
it
called
on.
is.
Okay,
Society.
like I
called
see what
self-hate.
he's saying, like, because you just technically, Ronan, you just conceded that. I mean, if this
Boom.
is the mentality that people are coming in with, where they view a certain race or group of people a certain way just because of the color of their skin, I mean, maybe they don't
They
come out
view
right out to
themselves
say it
that
to
way.
you, but I could see
They
how
view
you can't even
themselves
get a
that way.
job because of that. If
Hold
you're going
up.
to
They
concede.
view themselves that way. They have self-hatred, period. If they're a darker skinned Mexican, they hate themselves because of their skin tone. That's why they're dyeing it. Do you not understand that?
I understand that, but it still affects it, right?
Yeah.
It's called miseducation and being ashamed of who you truly are genetically
No,
because of somebody that colonized you before.
well, yeah, the colonization part, you got that part right. But yeah, you know, you are right. Like I said, basically, culture, history is always written through the eyes of the conqueror, never the defeated.
Boom.
Miguel, what it do, good brother?
Yo, what's good? What's going on? What's up?
What's up, my brother?
What's good? How everybody doing, man?
Good, good.
So it was good. I just got the phone with you, my boy.
Yeah.
Shout out to my good brother right there. What it do right now?
let's see how good brothers build and talk and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
Trying to
sometimes we
learn
gotta have
something.
these
I'm trying to
congregation
learn me
meetings,
something.
and now sometimes we gotta have these meetings and call each other out in front of the congregation just because we gotta let each other know, man. Some shit that we be doing that's deemed as okay is not cool, man.
Wow, what
It,
happened?
it's just not. It's just I was just conversing with the good brother Darnell on here, and I sincerely think he's a good brother. It's just from conversing with him from time to time, I think his thinking is a little flawed. But to be a black man and come on here and the first thing that you down is black men by way of white people, I just think that's crazy. You know what I mean? And
But I didn't do that. I didn't do that. You know,
yeah, when you said
basically,
passport bros, you was referring to black men. Am I wrong? Because if I am wrong, you did not point out a distinction between the two.
well, I mean, who's to say that all passport bros are black? They're not. But the thing is that again, when I use the terminology of white school shooter, lone wolf, like I said, you know, I did say that when I came on here. So, you know,
Did though.
it's like you're nitpicking my words here, you know.
No,
Uh
the first thing. No, you
yeah.
said white school shooter after I brung up the fact of you come on the panel. The
Why
first
you
thing
shoot
that
so low?
the first thing out of your mouth was passport bros do not travel for love and pookies and things of that nature.
Because
Those were the first
I
two
think
terms.
it's
Listen,
been
listen,
proven
just
at this
just let me
point.
land this plane. Just give me 20 seconds. Those are the first two terms that came out of your mouth, and neither one of those terms did. You could split hairs and be like, who said passport bros are black? Or who said pookies are black? And things of that nature, but those terms are commonly used when it's referring to black people. My
That
I
may
land.
that well, I mean that may be, you know, I'm not going to argue or dispute that. But let's just keep it a buck. I mean, all the passport bro is basically a sex tourist. That's it. It has nothing to do with just being a black man. You know, it's basically any man that travels to these countries. You know, going to
Hey,
damn red
real quick,
light
Darnell,
districts.
and I get that you're not doing it on purpose, but before you use those direct terms, could you use the term like a S tourist or something like that?
My apologies. I
No, I know you didn't try to do it. It's all good.
yeah yeah okay
But yeah, no, we
yeah
can
that
we can move on. We can converse on that a little bit like at another time. To me that's almost a button for, and I'm almost like just over it, man, because the most criticism, the most talk that I hear about black people is by black
mhm.
people. I don't even at some points I don't even think white people care as much as y'all making it seem.
Oh, I don't know
Mm,
about that. They put some of these
yeah.
black guys on, TV to talk bad about black men because they
Yes,
were
Yeah.
but
white people
we're
can't
talking
say it.
about the Nick Fuentes, the little weird white dude to everybody's 6-year-old nephew could beat up. Do you think if we go to
6 year old
war,
nephew.
Nick Fuentes is going to be a frontliner? Is that what you're saying?
Hell no, Nick Fuentes. The only thing he can do is assault women. That's all he can do. When
He
it's a
can't even
dude that
carry
shows up at his
bottled
door.
water to the real troops. That's not. That's yeah. No, that's
Yeah,
not. Come on, man.
when the dude shows up at his door, you know, we all seen the results of when a woman shows up at his door, how he acts, and when the man shows up at his door, how he acts. We've all seen it. So
I
Yeah,
mean,
but
did
and
get
here's the thing.
shots.
Let's
I'm
not
not
give him
gonna
too
say
much
that.
play. But yeah, we could just move on from that situation entirely. Here's the thing. Um, Spirit had written a letter to the congregation, and I got it by way of the delegation. And I don't want to go through too much of it, but it said like Chicago, Detroit, and Philadelphia. Y'all was the best and worst part of Spirit. Y'all bought the most tickets, but y'all also started the most fights. Um, so just saying, you know what I mean. So
what was those cities you named again? Repeat those cities, please.
Chicago, Detroit, and Philadelphia.
Okay, Detroit. was heavily black. Chicago has a high black population. What about Philadelphia? I don't know Philadelphia very well. I'm sure that has somewhat of a high black population. Yeah, you guys got some numbers?
No, people just don't walk around with Chicago black population numbers in their pocket, Darnell.
He wants you
Well,
to
it's not
Google it. That's
hard.
why he's telling you
Just
Google
Google
it.
it. Yeah, Google it, please.
Well, to prove his point, why won't he Google it?
But before we
Because I'm
even do
standing
that,
over the toilet taking a leak right now.
You really had to share that?
When you get done with your leak, what's the point?
Yeah.
What is your point?
Hold on a second.
I don't know what happened to my what's name. Oh, okay, I'm back. I'm gonna have to drop down and come back up because I can't hear anybody. 1 second.
All right.
I can hear him loud and clear.
Yeah, he can't hear us.
He said he can't hear us.
Mm.
All right, so what's the topics for tonight's show? I got up here late.
We off the cuff, man. We talking about everything from Spirit Airline to cost of living. Like you guys spend in Colombia for your overhead. I kind of showed what my overhead was being here in the Philippines and exchange rates, stuff like that. So we're just kind of shooting off the stuff on different topics.
Yeah, that's what's up. Well, down here, and for me, I would say my monthly expenses total for everything down here in Cartagena is probably like $1,500 a month.
You close to where I'm at, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, only 1,500? Shit.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I got a 3.2, in a strata, I'm in a strata 4. So down here in Colombia, they use a strata system, 1 through 6. 6 is the highest, and it's kind of like a socialist. It's well, not kind of like it is a socialist system. People in strata, in the strata 1, they pay like little or nothing where their utilities, and the people in the higher stratas, they offset. They pay more, to subsidize the poor. So
Yep.
I'm in a strata 4. My I got a 3.2, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment, and I pay $450 a month for it. 24-hour security, everything. It's in a nice area. It's just you gotta get out here.
What is that? Is that you, Charlie Chan?
Charlie Grad?
Yeah, now let's turn on the generator.
Sound like you got a whole generator and an AC unit running right on your mic.
Like you an HVAC tech.
You gotta throw that whole computer away.
Yeah.
It's humming like that, god damn.
But yeah, man. Yeah, I got 24-hour security. The rent is $450. My utilities, it all depends on how hot it is, how much I run the AC, but like electric, gas, water, internet, everything, it averages about like 150, between like 150 to 200 a month. That's for all total utilities. And then my food depends on if I go out, you know what I'm saying? But if I, probably let's call it $400 a month. Yeah, and then whatever whatever little things I decide to do, like I pay, whatever little events I choose to go to, or like, little travel or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I just pay for that. But yeah, man, cost of living out here is it definitely beats anything that I had going on in the States. So
Yeah,
and then,
I tell you, that's why I liked it over there. I tell you, I loved it over there for that. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's right. Yeah, Rainier and Misha, they came out here, man. They saw where we at when we got the hotel. Like in my spot, it's like depending on your pace, maybe like a 12 to 15-minute walk from the hotel. So and I do that all the time. Like I get up and I walk to the gym, um, come back home, walk back home. I can walk over to the gym, but normally by that time of day it's so damn hot. It's starting to get hot again down here. So if I got to go over to the hotel for anything, I either call get an in driver or Uber, you know, or I'll hop on the back of a moto sometimes, and it may cost like $2. You know? So,
See, and that's the main thing too, because like I was saying earlier, like just being on the rooftop, fresh air hitting you, palm trees blowing, watching the watching the you know what I'm saying, the playoffs, the Knicks, and you know what I mean, watching them rock out, just doing something like that. It's like it's so much when you over there. Like right now, it's so much stuff over here. There's only so much I can do because
It's called,
everything is running over there. You have so much. You doing so much, but you still got so much free time. You don't know what to do with it because everything is just slower. So you get more, you handle more things, you can do more things. You just want to chill. Here, you just running around doing this, that, blah, 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 blah. Can't even figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And it's cheap. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean, for how what y'all brothers doing? I ain't on front. I'm trying to get there, man. Word.
yeah, that's what's up. But yeah, it definitely like when you come to spots like this, it definitely amplifies who you are. You know what I mean? Like you can if you're not willing to, live in. I mean, I still have pretty much all the comforts that I had in the United States, except with a lot less headaches and a lot less stress. But don't get it twisted. You can get into a lot of shit out here, and that cost of living that can that can skyrocket
to the roof.
Yeah.
if you're not on it. Going out every weekend, going out, you know, having multiple chicks, doing all kinds. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I'm not,
So
and,
let me
and I'm
let
not.
me
Go ahead.
let
Go
me
ahead.
let me ask you a question. So how do you balance it between um, having fun and at the same time not raising your cost of living? How do you balance that?
Okay, so for me personally, it's really, really easy right now because, like I said, me and Unc, we opened up a hotel. So even though it is work, a lot of my work, it's fun right now. We have events, and sometimes we'll have brothers come down. So whenever, I don't want to say we're not profitable because that would be a you know that would be a lie. We're at the point now where our business it sustains itself. In other words,
Hmm.
we make enough to pay for our staff, to pay for
Hmm.
our food, drinks, whatever. And I really don't even have to go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
the party, the party, like if you go on our site and you see, mm, like man, hey, the Colombians are coming through. Like so, they'll come through and they'll rent the spot and they'll have birthday parties or whatever. And like we'll just sit out there, we'll sit and on one of the lower levels and like where the kitchen is at, that's where we normally chill and hang out.
Hmm.
While they're having fun, man, we sit there and they turning up in the pool. You got shorties every man. It's so like I said, for me, it's easier. And also too, before that, I kind of got it out of my system because
Hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, I went crazy during COVID, because the
Yeah.
whole world was going kind of damn crazy. And I know I've told this story before, but during COVID, I know like 8 or 9 people that passed away from it. And
Hmm.
so I turned into like the Kanye of COVID, and I was like, COVID don't like black people. So I did. I ran my credit cards up because I was like, what are they gonna say? Oh, he died from COVID and ain't pay his credit card bills. So I ran like I kind of got it up about my system just in credit card debt alone.
Mhm.
Within 2 years, I was probably 80K in credit card debt.
Ooh,
From,
holy
yeah,
shit.
yeah, from traveling, and then that's not even the cash that I was bringing. The cash on hand that, like, yeah, I would always come with like when I first. So my first trip down here, I didn't know nothing about the conversion rate, the pesos, so I brought. I mean, I did very little. I did very little research. And I came out to Cali, and I had so much fun in Cali, Colombia. I was out there for like 5 days, had a ball. Then I turned right around, left from Cali, and went out to Santo Domingo in the DR. But I had like 5K in cash on me, and I didn't blow that. I mean, I was like, all right, I'm blowing money fast. But that was that was all my vacation money. That's when I was down in Cali, I ain't really spend a lot. When I got to Santo Domingo, oh, that was a different story. Run it
Yeah.
up. Yeah, so I
Well,
kind of so I kind of got it out my system, and I'm not gonna
mhm.
hold you. I went crazy for like 2 years. I literally went crazy.
I mean, I'm
Like
not going to judge you for that. I mean, I think we've all of us on this panel, I want to say, have been there, you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
uh, where we, in our youth did something stupid, running up bills and, we went hog wild, what I'm saying? Got exposed to something brand new and, couldn't control ourselves. It became a drug, basically, you
yeah,
know.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. I'm calmed down. I'm chilled. I chilled out a lot
yeah.
since So I
So,
paid. I paid. I got my credit card debt down to. I'm like I'm right around like 10K. You know what I mean from that initial 80. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah,
quite an improvement there.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but
Wait,
let
so
me ask you this: do you have a I mean, do you have a YouTube channel? Do you kind of offer some kind of service to the listeners and this and that?
So yeah, so I have a channel, but I haven't really gone live in quite some time because
Mm-hmm.
I was out. Like I was really traveling. Like last year, I did a lot of traveling. I went out to Europe.
Mm-hmm.
I was on the road last year traveling. I traveled last year probably for like 6 or 7 months.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, and even though I took all of my equipment, I took my DJI, I took my drone, I haven't posted anything. I was so caught up in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Of just
Mm-hmm.
like enjoying where I was at. I really,
Okay.
I took film and then I was like, man, what am I posting this stuff for now? This content is all old. Like I have so much content, it's crazy, but I just don't feel like getting it. I doing the work of editing and then posting and then so
But
But that's damn
what
sure a
was the
lot of
if you
work.
don't mind? Yeah, if you don't mind me asking, what was the content though? Was it what type of content was it? Was it
so like different travel. Hold on, let me show you something real quick. Like different spots where I actually went to.
okay?
Um,
Real
I'll show
quick,
you.
guys. Shout out Jody pulling up, showing love. But go ahead, Miguel.
Yeah, let me hold on. I'm gonna get another tab open. I just want to show them
Wait,
my TikTok.
wait. This is Miguel.
Why you?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, holy snap!
Hold on, Darnell. Real quick, shout out to Prime pulling up on the panel. How you doing, good Prime? Good brother Prime.
Yo, what's up? What's up, brother? What's going on, man?
What up,
Shout out to
Bob?
the panel, man.
What's up,
Still
Prime?
my
What up?
boy.
What's going
What's
on?
good, man?
Yeah. So all right, hold on. Let me hold on a minute. Let me show y'all like some of
Well,
my. Here we
it,
go. Like, go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah. But so far, from what I heard so far, you're showing experience. You're showing a lifestyle. It sounds like you got a business going on down there that's actually generating some revenue. It sounds to me like you're doing real good things. You know, but the thing is, what I usually see in the passport bro space, and that's where I wanted to allude to when I asked about your channel. Um, but it sounds like you don't really do a whole lot on your channel these days. So, um, but it's like the Passport Bro channels, the only thing you really see is people in red light districts. That's about it. And talking about women,
No,
you know.
nah, I got pushback on that. That's what your algorithm is showing you. There is
Hey,
plenty of channels to where they
it
don't even
might
show
be.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's your
but here's
algorithm
There's
because
here's the thing. Why is the
Roberto versus
algorithm
the
pushing?
world, where it's literally all that, and YouTube
But
never
but
took it
why?
down.
But why is the algorithm pushing, the filth, the smut, and the
do
filth
you know what the algorithm
versus
is
the
though?
You know what
It's
positive?
that?
going off of what you was watched previously
Yes,
because
yeah,
my
yeah.
algorithm show me like luxury travels. Like it's a dude literally named Luxury Travels, and he go to hotel. He never even say anything. He just shows luxury ambiance. If that's what
What
your algorithm is
what's his
showing you,
views?
it's because
But
it got
what's
it
his
from you.
views? What's his
I
views?
don't know.
Millions.
I'm not there to clock his views, which I'm sure he definitely got millions of views. But I'm there because I'm intrigued. That's
Okay, I
what
mean
your
that's
shit
fine.
shows you, though, bro.
That's fine. I'm just making a point that when it comes to content like that, that's not getting pushed, and the reason it's not getting pushed is because nobody watches it. The reason the
Yeah,
filth is getting
hold
pushed
on, bro.
is because
That's not true though.
people
Like
are watching
when you go on
content.
Instagram, you see a bunch of thirst traps there too. I mean, and the
I don't
algorithm
have
pushes it because it's visceral.
I don't have Instagram, so I
You,
can't
bro, you know what
comment
I
on
mean,
Instagram.
man. It's the same thing with YouTube. They're gonna push the most controversial, the most craziest looking stuff out there. They're not gonna
Hmm.
put stuff that's like middle of the road or not that crazy. You know, that's why I'm so surprised when YouTube takes down a lot of these Passport Bro channels. They leave channels like Roberto versus the World, where you see this man he puts on a shiesty and a girl twerking on a motorbike. But I mean, some dude post. I'm just saying.
Hmm.
Yo, shout out to the panel. Brother Darnell, um, Miguel and Jay, they have a business, right? Um,
Hmm.
CTG Rooftop Republic. So we have to be careful when you're just throwing out like Passport Bros and Red Light District. We have to be careful because it's a brand, right?
Well,
So we have to be careful.
I never accused him of
No, no,
doing
no.
it.
I know, I know, I know. I'm just saying we have to be careful when we using all those together because that's how people get labeled, right? So if somebody just tuned in and they hear that, they're like, "Oh man, that's the direction that they're going in," right? Not saying that you were saying him, you were just talking in
Yeah.
general or what you're seeing on the
No, but
algorithm.
I was speaking the exact he's doing the exact opposite
Opposite, yeah,
of
yeah. But
what.
what I'm saying is like because now what's going on with the internet, right? With the
Mhm.
Passport Bro label, it just it's better to I always tell people let's just forget about that exact label and let's just focus on. You get what I'm trying to say?
I
He
understand what you're
don't
saying.
because all he want to do is focus on that.
and
No,
and I'm
that's
not
not
I'm
true.
not and I'm not like singling nobody out. I'm just saying like I prefer we just address like he's talking about his business, what they provide and what they doing. So I think we should
Mhm.
just focus on that instead of like I get it. There's a lot of negative content out there, but in this specific
Yeah.
example, like let's focus on like the good about it. You know what I'm
But
saying?
if you roll back the tape and listen to what I said, I was saying Miguel sounds like the example, the standard of what the
Yeah, I
travel
heard
space
you.
should be.
Yeah, I heard you. I was just saying, like, let's focus on that, like, because I know after that you started talking about what the algorithm is showing you and all, like, let's forget all of that. Let's talk about,
Yeah, well,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
because before you joined the panel, basically people said that I was making derogatory remarks about passport bros and blacks basically. Uh, so
Lord.
Yeah, for sure.
that's where that has to do
And I stand
with
by
it.
that. But real quick, I'll show you something, Darnell. Since you say you having a problem with it and things of that nature, I can't see my screen, but do you see that? That says he has 1,380,000 followers, bro. So I'm sure he's getting some action. So if that's what
That's
your
great.
algorithm is showing you, that's what your algorithm is showing you, bro. There's other channels to where, like I say, he don't even show his face. He don't even talk. But if you choose to focus on negativity, that's what you're gonna find is negativity. Shout out to hold on, I thought I added him to the panel.
I don't just focus on that. I mean, if you look at my my algorithm, it's mostly business, finance. That's what my algorithm mostly is. It's news. I ain't gonna
Well,
lie.
you were just saying that
Lately, I've
only
been
thing you
looking up
see is
ghosts.
derogatory content.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, no, that's a personal thing.
when it comes
Yeah, we don't have
to,
to go
like I
into
said,
that.
when it comes to the passport bros, I mean, let's just keep it a buck. I mean, there's a reason why the J Rellos, the future NYC, the futures, and all these other people,
But
are big.
all right, hold that thought for 1 second. I'm gonna address that in one second. Chan, can you show that that other tab that I just?
That you just hold on, let me find it. I definitely got you, bro.
Yeah, because I shared.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to show Darnell the rooftop what we got going on. All right, so like, all right, here's my good brother Black Cleaner. Black Cleaner knocked out.
Ain't this what they've been waiting for?
Shout out to Black Cleaner.
You ready?
Shout out to Black Cleaner. This was after he got. We brought him out there. We fed him, and choreographed that we did for the community. Yeah, that's we. This is the spot. This is what we got going on out here, man.
Family friendly spot.
So, this is what we got going on. Hold on. All right, here we go.
Yeah. Welcome to Cartagena Nights.
Yeah.
Skyline lit. Palm tree swaying with the bass.
We went and got the drone
Rooftop
out.
Republic.
Showing our spot at night. Looking like.
Dale. Suave.
Came from zero to rooftop hero. Now they watch it like a city novela. Champagne bubbles on the cartel budget. Like sweet baby como panela. Shorty wanna ride through Boca Grande. Windows down, speakers hitting like a drumline. She said she love a man who move like danger. I told her mom.
Yeah, so that's what we got going on, bro. It's a cool spot.
But you know what I see when I see your content right there? I see a man that's immersed in the local community, contributing to the local economy. I don't know, what your employee, levels are like, but I'm pretty sure you're helping to contribute to the society down there, and I mean more than just, the bad stuff. The smut and all that. You're actually contributing to the local economy, to the local people. You're immersing yourself in the culture. That's what I see when I look at your content. But when I look at others' content, and I'll be honest with you, especially around Christmas, and we all know what happened around that time. Basically it was passport bros really being on the defensive, defending bullshit.
Okay, let me ask you this though.
Nah, I gotta disagree with that. Nah, come on.
No, hold on.
I clipped some of that shit.
One second.
I know exactly.
Darnell, 1 second. Why is this something that you're harping on so much? Did some passport bros jump you or something, bro? Why is you harping on this so much?
Why am I harping on it? Well,
yes,
we're
because
making we're making conversation.
Yeah, I get that. No, I get that. But at the same time, no matter, he just showed you what they're doing, and for some reason you brought it back to passport bro. Do you think anybody on this panel is a passport bro? Because if so, let's address that.
But that's you see what you're doing? You're nitpicking my words again. Did you not hear me give Miguel a bunch of praise for what he just showed?
Yes, but then once again you double back to the whole passport bro thing. That has nothing to do with this community, bro.
But that's my point. It didn't matter all the good stuff that I just said. You just dwelled on the negative of what I just said.
No, you just dwelled on the negative of what you just said.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Then why'd you bring it up? Hold on. Why you keep on bringing it up? Every time we go to the positive, we can just keep going with the positive. Why do you always have to bring it back to the negative?
I acknowledge both realities, but here's the thing: is that
anytime somebody says "but," bullshit follows it.
But here's the thing,
and here comes the bullshit.
Okay, if you say so. But the thing is that okay, when it comes to this kind of stuff, we have to acknowledge the reality, that there is a lot of bullshit in our community. I mean, it's not even with just the passport bros. I mean, how about all the crypto scammers and the the options traders, all these people lying and scamming our own damn people. If we can't get out here and criticize that, then
okay,
then I don't know.
No.
I think we're lost as a community.
No, you probably don't know. No, you probably don't know, because it's one thing to do the work and it's one thing to talk about the work. You got brothers on here that's actually doing the work, Darnell. Then you got other people. I don't know what you do or have you doing the work, but you do got other people that all they do is talk about doing the work. And since we're on the topic, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this. What I really dislike about the tribal community is the old brothers that's over here that's been traveling for years, that's not lending a hand or giving any game out, but as soon as something go wrong, they on the bandwagon to put people down. If you gonna shut up in the first place, keep the fuck shit up though. What game are you giving that's tangible that people can use? What, just over here on this channel?
On your channel, no. But a couple years ago, when I first appeared on Razor Rays, I gave all the game.
Well, get some game over here, because you're only giving negative feedback. What I'm saying, if you got something that you could share that's gonna help us build over here, if you see it's a whole bunch of black men over here and we building, of course we know it's things wrong with our community. We just choose not to dwell on that. You think all of these black men that's on this panel are naive to what goes on in the community without you having to point it out at every time, Darnell?
Well, to be
honest, Charlie, you need to cue the background music right now.
You do sound a little naive to me right now.
How do I sound naive?
Because it's like you're. To me, it's like you're nitpicking every little thing I say. You'll ignore certain keywords I say, and you'll pick up on other things, right?
Well, hold on,
That's exactly
hold on. Hold on, Darnell. I would say
with
that,
all of the positive. Go ahead.
no, because I don't necessarily have a problem with him mentioning the negative things. I tend to have an issue because the issue is that when we're talking, because we're really talking about places like Colombia, DR, and places like that. Listen, I've seen enough things in Colombia where people doing active crimes, and when you come in and you're kind of like passport bros are this, passport bros are that, the amount of people that are even coming to Colombia for women is already relatively small. The amount of people that would come in and do something illegal or unethical is even smaller. When you look at a lot of these countries, you don't necessarily even need to go to Parque Yeras to see these fights and all these things break down. All you got to do is go to Central and you see these fights break down all the freaking time against other Colombians, all the time. It's so dangerous to the point where if you live in certain areas and I've had women over, they're like, oh, no, I'm not really going to wait outside for the taxi. I'm going to wait in your apartment because it's too dangerous downstairs. I don't really know what these people are going to do to me if they find me. There are times where I have a main gate where someone would be like waiting, and then they'll be like, oh, hurry up, open the gate for me. Because, I see this motorcycle come in and, it kind of looks suspicious. I don't really want people to. And it's not passport bros doing that. So when you kind of come in and you're kind of like passport bros this, passport bro that, you're giving a lot of those people ammunition to criticize us unjustifiably. I'm not saying that, passport bros don't go overseas or people don't go overseas and do stupid things, but that's every group of people. And in fact, like,
Every
every group of people, but you don't see them. Look at it, Medellin, where that recent Russian guy who just got arrested and deported for throwing these unsolicited parties, wild parties, and he's been there for 2 years doing it. Wild parties. Do the Russians turn around and say, hey, it's just us, it's these Russian guys coming? No, they just say it's that guy. That's all I'm saying. So it's like when you do this type of critique, it's kind of like it's not true, especially when you look at the context of those countries. They're way more violent and they do way more crazy shit than any American would dare do. Every single time I've gotten offered something illegal in Colombia, it's always been a Colombian. Always.
I agree with I agree with you, but again, as I said earlier, okay, every time one or two black people do something, like I said, for whatever reason, society, it just we are responsible as a collective for whatever reason. When it comes to a white person shooting up a damn church, or I'm sorry, unaliving people in a church, you know what I'm saying? Lone wolf.
Yeah,
even though I don't see black folks unaliving people
I get that
in churches.
you realize it, but you don't gotta accept it. You just say, hey, that's not true, and you move on. We can't change the entirety of society, but you can take a look and say, hey, it ain't right what you're doing, and just move on.
So
but
let
you
me just
have to keep continuing doing the same thing that you criticize the others are doing.
Carl, you make good points, but let me let me further your argument for just so I can and not just Darnell, but I can let other people know. So last year, 2025, Colombia turned away a total of 2,674 tourists for whatever reason, but they were denied entry. That's out of over 7 million people that visited Colombia. So that's not even a half of a percent. When you do the math on that, that is 0.000382% of the people that were turned away by immigration. Now, there's no stats on people being turned away by race, by ethnicity, by if they're American, whether they're French, whether wherever they just lump everybody into one group. But even lumped into one group, that's not even 1 percentage point of the visitors that come to Colombia. So my point in saying that is, we as a community, we need to stop giving credence and stop feeding the energy for all these people want to call them passport pookies. People put shit on the internet just for clicks. You know what I'm saying? When you look at the totality, it's not really a problem. People sensationalize stuff. Like I seen that chick who was out in Medellin talking about, we don't want the gringos, we don't need the tourists. But her dumb ass was a tour guide. How the fuck you don't need tourists, you dumb bitch? No,
but do you know who she aimed that message? But you know who she aimed that message at?
What I'm saying, hold on. I know exactly who she aimed it at. But what I'm saying is, what that bitch eat don't make me shit. That's what I'm saying. So here's the point. Here's the point of all of that. Like, I don't even give a damn if you come down here and you're a pookie. If you come down here and you're a pookie, hey, whatever. If you come down here and you just want to wild out for a weekend, okay, do you? Because guess what I realized? Guess what? You got the money to enjoy yourself. So you may not be able to go to it. What you could do out here and save money, like versus a weekend in Miami, you save money coming down here. So I'm not saying come down here and act the ass or come down here and this and that. What I'm saying, when I see all these things, and this is that argument about the algorithm. If I see stuff like come across like that on my I block it out. I don't want to know nothing about nobody who got drugged. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick and tired of telling. And really, out of the 7 million visitors to this country, 7+ million in 1 year. That's not even 1 percentage point of the visitors who come down here. And so guess what? I'm not going to make, because it's not really a problem. So I'm not going to be sitting up here investing my time and my energy into something that's not even a percentage point of the people who come here and travel here. I choose not to look at it. I'm not. It's not my job to change society. It's not. I can only do what I can do, and I can only take care of what's up under my roof, and I can take care of my house, and that's it. And that's all I worry about. I don't worry about I don't care what nobody else doing. If you want to come down here, I'm done. My point is, I'm done giving niggas. You want to come down here and you want to wear your jewelry? Cool. Now, when you get stabbed, when you get shot, when you get took for your little fake ass moissanite jewelry, whatever. I hope your family got money to come and get your damn body and get you back to the States. Because
who's being negative now?
Because I'm tired of talking. I'm tired of giving you niggas the game. Niggas come down here throwing money in the club. They throwing money in the club, and these are hungry people. People walking out. It was a white girl out here, just a couple months ago. She walking like Cain, like, you know what I'm saying? Cain walked the earth. She out here walking in a badass. She walking in a spot where I wouldn't even take my black ass down. I'm 6'4", and I won't even walk through them neighborhoods. And she just la 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 la. Yeah. So they jumped on her and took her phone. But you know what, that phone, that little iPhone or that Galaxy, whatever she had, that represents like 4 or 5 months worth of rent. So I can't sit up here and tell people who are hungry, you know, their ribs touching their back. I can't tell them how to act because I'm not feeling that. I'm not in that situation. So, and if I were in that situation, if I had to rob, steal, and kill to do some shit, you better believe I might have to do what I got to do to get, to see another day. So I'm not. So my whole point is, I'm done trying to give the game to people who don't want to listen. Like, do you have fun? Come down here, throw all your money, wear jewelry, come on and do it. Yeah, do it and see what happens. Let's go that route. Let's see what happens to you. But make sure you have some insurance. Make sure you got travel insurance so they can get your body back to the States. Because it ain't all good. And as far as everybody, and as far as the clickbait stuff, your algorithm, you seen all that stuff because you clicking on it. That's your algorithm.
No, that's not my algorithm. I said what my algorithm was earlier.
Well, how do you see all this stuff then? How you know about all this stuff? If it's not coming across, your stream, how are you seeing all this stuff?
It's just out there, brother.
They all over
my
you.
My algorithm, as I said earlier, is business news, is Bloomberg, CNBC, CNN, Fox News, MSNBC. That's my algorithm right there.
That sounds good. That sounds good in theory. But do you know it's 100 million goddamn videos on YouTube? How do they know to send you those videos? If that's the case. How do they know to send you those videos?
More than likely, I would say it's because I'm subscribed to Razor Ray's channel and the Andrew Show, which are kind of Passport Bro-esque.
Oh, you don't even know what you should have just said you don't know what the algorithm is. We could have been done with this conversation.
Damn, Darnell, you unsubscribed from my channel, Darnell? Okay, I got you.
Well, I don't consider you Passport Bro, but I'm still subscribed.
I'm not.
So there you go. You're not a Passport Bro. That's why I didn't mention you. It's in that.
But real quick, let me welcome Mac Measy to the panel. Mac Measy, how you doing, bro? Mac Measy, my bad. How you doing, bro?
What's up, my brother?
All right, what's up, my brothers? How y'all doing?
All right, bro. What's good, man?
It's a blessing,
What's good?
Ain't shit. Well, what's the show about?
Well,
we all roasting Darnell.
We roasting Darnell right now because he's in the algorithm and projecting. He's projecting that all black men are the travel bro or passport brothers, and that we're projecting over the globe a bad behavior.
Yes, I would
No,
suggest I would
that's not
suggest
what I said.
instead of
But
raising I would suggest instead of Razor Ray and whatever else you said, y'all you watch, maybe check out Passport Heavy. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to Ronin Travels. Check out Ace. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Check out check out brothers doing positive stuff in the community rather than the ratchet
yep.
That's a
shit that you
fact.
watching. And
The
that's your
the thing
algorithm.
the
In
thing
case
is
in
I
case
the
you
got a
did
thing
not know,
question.
is
I got a
that is your
question for
the
the
thing
brother
algorithm.
in
is
Colombia.
the thing is that I've already mentioned I'm subscribed to Ronan's channel, okay, and I do notice Ronan does not get the same views as some of the Jerry Springer like content.
Yeah, I don't. And it's
Boom.
okay
Hey, I
with
got
me.
a question for the brother in Colombia.
You
Yeah,
talking
what
about Miguel?
Miguel,
what part of Colombia you in,
I'm in
if you don't
Cartagena.
mind me asking? Okay,
Cartagena.
okay, that's not like Medellin. Do they have similar issues like Medellin in terms of crime?
Yeah, people got to understand, like, so there's not a lot of jobs out here. Um,
Mm-hmm.
there was a huge influx of Venezuelans, and I'm not putting crime at their feet, or by any means. But when you have people that are displaced and people from the home country, i.e., Colombia, they don't get down with the Venezuelans. You know what I mean? So, and when there's already a job shortage before the government actually allowed a bunch of other people in based on trying to help and these different social programs, then it compounds the issues that were already there. So you have a lack of education, you have a lack of jobs, so
Mm-hmm.
that's immediately that's going to increase the crime. So yeah, crime in Cartagena is definitely a thing, but it's in a lot of these places it's like a crime of opportunity. You don't have like people just like mobs or nothing roaming the street like looking for tourists or nothing like that. You have a crime of opportunity, and that's why a lot of times we tell people, hey man, keep your jewelry. There's no need to wear jewelry. There's no need. You don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
You man, come down here and immerse yourself. Be a local. Turn yourself into a local. Come down here. And I brought all my man. When I moved down here, I thought like I got rid of so much stuff, but I brought so much other stuff down here. I got clothes in my. Like I said, I got a 3 bedroom. One of my bedrooms is nothing but a closet because I got so much shit. I gave away like already 4 bags of clothes. I got to go through my stuff again. I got stuff with still with the tags on it because we acquire so much in America. You know what I'm saying? That's why I hear a lot of people talking about, yes, we don't, we can't, it's an affordability problem. I'll go with that to a certain point, but I think it's also a spending problem also too. You know what I'm saying? Like you have
So
people.
I asked about the crime, and thank you, brother, for putting me on to the realities in Cartagena. But I was on Razor show a while ago, like maybe a year. I told brothers to boycott Medellin. I think they should boycott the whole Colombia. Because whenever someone says, "Yo, I'm gonna give you the game," and I'm not speaking about you specifically, because a lot of people say, "Yo, I'm gonna give you the game. You got to get with this tour guide. I think his name is Danger. Otherwise you ain't gonna be safe." How about if it's that goddamn dangerous, stay your ass home? Because then what that says to me is that brothers that can't afford to compete in America, they go to a third world shithole and they got to be looking over their shoulders all the time. Hold on, I'm not finished. They go to a third world shithole and they got to look over their shoulders all the time. You know the game I got to give to people that want to come to where I live? Don't walk too close to the geese. Okay? There's no goddamn crime and scope and all this other stuff that I got to worry about here. And I left America. You see what I'm saying? Or
Yeah,
when you walk, amongst your peers when they're eating, just if you don't want to appear rude, say "Ate smakaluk," enjoy your food. You see, I didn't move to a shithole where I gotta worry about getting scoped, getting robbed, being a target because I appear to have more wealth, being the gringo that they're assuming is the sex tourist. So um
I tell brothers, if you got to do all of that, stay your ass in America, because these dudes is running to, not you, brother. A lot of dudes are running to these third world countries where they got to look over their back, and they're not safe.
Mm,
So
Yeah.
so
Okay.
all
Oh,
right.
real quick, Miguel, before you respond. First of all, shout out to Joe. She pulled up what you drinking, love. If you feel like filling us in. But second thing is, guys, if we could watch the vulgarity, because I'm finna start clipping this and trying to put it up, and with a lot of vulgarity going on, it makes it. Somebody got a whole car wash going on in the background.
We thought that was you.
No, that's Black
No, that's
Cleaner again, man. Every time Black Cleaner come on, it sounds like he got a breathing apparatus or something going on.
That's
I
yeah,
don't know
black.
how that is me. My phone is sitting on my what's it called? My couch arm.
He like my
but
phone.
Hey,
no,
They just
with,
Charlie
my
Chan,
phone
my
is sitting
bad,
on my
Charlie
seat
Chan.
time
Yo,
machine.
Charlie Chan, are you monetized, brother?
I'm not, and I'm trying to be
No, he's trying to
Ah,
monetized.
get there.
damn.
So
Right? He's trying to
Okay,
get
yeah,
there.
yeah,
Man.
and
I was gonna hit you with something. My bad, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's why I simulcast his channel a lot, because I'm trying to get him there, because he's one of the brothers that put out positive content and tries to keep it in the box. You know what I mean? With realism.
we still
All
gotta
right,
be.
no doubt. I get a little passionate sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
we,
does.
we still gotta be. We still gotta be mindful. You
No
know,
better
like
brother though. If you going FBA to some fucking, you know what I'm saying? That call that he'd come in there and tear everybody up.
Yeah,
yo,
and don't get me wrong. Like as far as like Colombia is one of the most, like, as far as like landscape wise, Colombia is one of the most beautiful places on the planet, bro. Like it's stuff out here. The biodiversity is crazy, and I know I'm getting into my nerdy stuff right now, but like, man, you can. It's just crazy out here. And like I say, as far as the crime, it's not really, it's different. Even though you have to watch out, and I would say watch how you move down here, it's nothing like the United States. Even though you may have to like tuck your chain or not wear your chain at all. In the United States, you you in danger and you don't even know. You can go to the movie theater and get shot up. You can't even send your kids to school without worrying if they're gonna be shot up. And so
yeah.
like Colombia don't have those problems. The things, and this is why we tell people, like, watch how you move, and that doesn't necessarily mean like, I
But it's just
I think
I know where you're going with it.
Wait,
It's just
hold
you
on,
got to be
Darnell. Hold
smart.
on.
It's
He's
like
responding to me.
it's
I
like
want to respond back to that because that was cap. I want to respond back to that because that was cap.
go ahead with this cap.
Colombia is ultra violent. You still
So
have remnants of the FARC, the Fuerzas Armadas, something de Colombia, Revolutionary de Colombia. You have them running around. They just blew up a van full of people. So there's still resistance. There's still mafia or gang over there, and then tourists are becoming targets because it's poor. So when you talk about when people try to make Colombia a third world country with anti-American sentiment, thanks to Trump, and they try to compare it to America. The only reason a lot of brothers can thrive in Colombia while still looking over their back is because of what they earned in America. If you look at Colombians, they'll leave Colombia if they're not already rich in Colombia to go to America or to come to Europe, where a lot of the women are selling BOX. Okay. I work with some Colombians. The last thing they want to do is go back to Colombia. They work between Spain and the Netherlands. So if we want to compare America to Colombia, then we have to compare everything. Compare
uh,
everything. I'm tired of people always
all right,
crapping
all
on
right, so
America
all right, bro. So
after they gain wealth in America and then move to a place because they couldn't afford to live nice in America. Stop it.
all right, so you mentioned political violence, and that it is just what it is. It's political violence, and I'm not denying that. But let's not sit up here and act like you can't walk your motherfucking black ass down to Chicago somewhere, and come to and old block in Chicago and not worry about the shit they had one time. I think it was what 76 murders in one weekend in Chicago. So that's so miss,
Absolutely.
yeah, so miss me. So miss me.
No, I'm not. I can't miss you, brother, because no one's moving to Chicago claiming that it's a better option than Brooklyn, New York, where I'm from. I would never tell nobody that. But a lot of brothers are selling people third world Dusty Foot Dreams and claiming that it's good. Well, my first question to you, brother, was how's the crime over there? It's dangerous there. How can you make that place a viable option with crime that's off the hook, an anti-American sentiment, gangs and women that are robbing people out there? That's not good. That's not a viable option. There are no job markets out there for us. You got to go there as a digital nomad and already have your money that you established in America. So shout out to America, man, the greatest country on the planet.
Or
Okay,
create a business.
yeah, or
Okay,
just brother, you
Yeah,
individually,
what
just
what
just
what what
just
business? Y'all gonna be
just
selling tortillas in Colombia?
okay, okay, brother. And in that case, brother, just I respect your opinion, but just don't go. Don't worry
right,
about it.
And
Thank
I
you.
will not, and I tell my brothers, no, do not go. Do not go to a place. Matter of fact, my daughter was born in the Dutch Caribbean, right? And the closest United States embassy where I could get her passport was in Colombia. Okay. And I researched it, and everything that I found back in the day was saying, do not wear jewelry, do not wear this, don't come out your hotel. I said, why am I going to go there? We'll just do the paperwork in New York. I'm not going to go to a place that everybody, including the State Department, is saying is dangerous. Then brothers get on here because they can pay $450 rent or $500 or $1,000 rent and get a big house. It's a big house in the middle of a crap hole. Why would I
Well,
want to live
okay.
there?
Well, would you rather live in a crack hole in the middle of a crack hole in New York and be paying the same
No,
amount of
no.
money or worse?
yeah.
No,
So
I
where you
You're
at?
mean,
absolutely right.
Where
And
you
I
at?
don't. And I
Where you at?
don't. Which is
Where
why
you at?
I'm in a first world country in Western Europe, right now sitting in a beautiful car getting money. I didn't move to Colombia where y'all not driving no cars. Y'all on Uber. Y'all living in semi rich neighborhoods because y'all don't have, not y'all specifically, but a lot of brothers don't have the money to live in the top strata, right? So they essentially just living what they couldn't live in America over there, but they got to look over their back. That's not something that we should be pushing to our brothers, straight up.
Mm.
Yeah.
And in Thailand, and I'm not going to push Thailand, but Thailand, at least you don't have to worry about the violence. Colombia, you got to worry about the violence, but because they got big booty Latinas with dirty feet, then all of a sudden, let's go to Colombia. Stop it.
Not big booty Latinas with dirty feet. Come on, bro.
And then they say, oh, become a local. You'll never become a local. Even if you speak Spanish, I speak better Spanish than most people on these panels, and I will never become a local. They're gonna see that you got that foreign shine on you. Even Colombians from New York go to Colombia and get got because it's poverty down there.
I get his point, and his point is you're always going to have to look over your shoulders. I said that even here in the Philippines as an American, you're always looking over your shoulders because they already know that you're well ahead of whatever they're doing there. So you're always kind of looking over your shoulders, knowing that somebody's trying to take advantage of you. Whereas where he moved at, he doesn't necessarily have to look at his shoulders because people got as much as he has.
yeah.
So it's a
Well,
different.
who wants to be around a whole bunch of white folk?
Listen, it's
Sorry.
a different type of comfort level. That's all he's talking about. It's a different type of comfort level.
Y'all around a bunch of white folk.
The white man's ice is not always colder all the goddamn time. I'm not trying to be around them. I'd rather
Nobody
be
has
Wait,
around the
who
dirty
said
foot,
that?
big butt Latina. To be
the whole
honest with
point
you,
is you don't have to be offended. He has a preference on the way he lives. You guys have a preference on the way you live. Even
And
with me,
exactly.
I'm here for it.
listen,
I'm here for it.
people have a problem with me saying once I get married, I'm planning on moving back to the state. But again, it's all a
Oh
mindset.
wow,
You know what I'm
you
saying?
coming back?
I'm coming back. I'm going back to
Why?
Texas. Why not? Tax
Hey, welcome back,
advantages.
brother.
I get tax advantages, no property tax in Texas as a veteran. I have all kind of advantages being in Texas. It's not hurting me financially. The reason why I'm here also is I'm making income streams, independent income streams that work on their own on automation through AI. So even when I come back, money's being made, whether I'm sitting in America or whether I'm sitting over here.
Nice.
I'm comfortable. So again, it's all a mentality and a mindset, and everybody can look at one picture, but be sitting around a room and see it from a different side and a different perspective. That's all. No
Well,
one person in no one way is right or wrong. It's just the fact of you feel comfortable in that type of environment where you don't mind being in a little bit of danger versus somebody that has a preference that maybe they're more bougie. They want to make sure they're 100% safe. And if I'm going to move out of the United States,
uh,
I'm going to be somewhere hella safe. You know
Mm.
what I mean?
brother Ronan, and I love you, brother. You're my brother, man. But Colombia ain't about a little bit of danger. That's a lot of danger.
I'm
Matter of
being
fact, they got
PC,
a
brother.
tour guide
I'm
named
trying to
Danger.
be
They got a
PC.
tour guide named Danger.
I'm trying to be as PC as possible
It's in
because
the
some
name.
brothers' comfort level is different from their environment that they come from. You know what I mean?
Hey, you been to Colombia, brother Namizi?
Nah, I would never go to Colombia, brother. Unless I
Yeah,
would go
see.
to El Choco. But if I go to Colombia, I'll be good. But that's not a place where I want to live, looking over my shoulder, brother.
I mean, I respect everything you saying, bro. But I just feel like, especially if brothers ain't like, if
Been there.
if I haven't been there, like, I know like Medellin it looks crazy on
Right.
paper, but like if I haven't been there, I might joke around sometimes and and make fun of Medellin sometimes. But if I haven't been there, like I can't be so like, oh, it's dirty feet and they taking Ubers. I gotta go. I gotta see it. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
just joking on that, but
Yeah, I
yeah,
know.
I
I'm
feel
just saying,
you.
yeah, like
He
you know what I
wild with
mean.
that one. He was wild with that one for real.
Yeah, like I would have to
big,
see it.
big
Like,
booty,
Hey,
dirty
hey,
foot
we got
Latinos.
another Columbia representative pulling up. Shout out to my good brother Boxley. Boxley, what it do, bro?
What's up?
Chilling, man. What you got going?
Shit, just I mean, man, I just it's insane, man. It's insane just listening to Dutch. I don't know the Dutch New York guy, whatever.
Now I'm
I
from
just,
Brooklyn.
what the fuck does that matter?
What
Like,
the fuck you using the
Hey,
F
hey,
word
hey,
on me,
hey, listen.
bro? Respect the
Yeah, you
stream.
you guys listen. Yeah,
oh
let's
my
let, let's
bad,
try to cut back on the vulgarity.
my bad,
Yeah.
Charlie. Hey, what the freak does that
Yeah.
matter? No one cares. Like New York isn't the end all be all.
Yeah, but you're not even Colombian. Why you caping for Colombia?
I'm not caping for anything.
Why don't we have this conversation in Spanish, gringo?
I mean, go
You
ahead,
you in a
have it.
place where you can't even communicate.
Really? How would you know?
I could tell you sound very American.
I sound American.
Yeah.
So what
But
is
anyway,
South
what?
America? What is South America?
All right.
Yeah, exactly. You sound stupid. South America is America. The Americas. Sound stupid.
Oh,
Solely.
En
and then
español.
just for
Explícamelos.
Hey, this is
Explícamelos
not.
ahora.
Hold on.
it's multiple
This is
brothers
not
on here that can speak
necessarily a
Spanish
smoke
though.
show, but P, what's your point of view on what was being said? I know you sat there and listened, but give us a conscious fucking response. Excuse my French, a response based on what you've been hearing.
Okay. Miguel isn't lying on anything what he's saying. If you go down there, you can get it. And I've had this argument and this discussion. Um, and I can tell you like this. Chicago's far more dangerous. Philly's far more dangerous.
Mhm.
Thank you.
New York's far more dangerous. LA's far more dangerous. Okay? Houston is far more dangerous. Pound for pound, there's way more killing in America than there. Just
You
Chicago
mean
has a
unalive, guys? You mean
sure.
unalive?
Okay, got you. My bad, bro. My bad. Okay, algorithm. Got
You
it.
good?
Um Brooklyn is far more dangerous. Okay, so does that make you feel better? Like, you know what I mean? Like where
It's
you
not about
from, where
feeling
you
better,
at?
brother.
No,
What
we
I'm
just
just saying
bro.
is this: when
Go
you
ahead.
say that it's dangerous. So why
Are you
steer
saying
someone from a
that
place
there's no
that's already
levels to danger?
No, brother, can I let me finish, brother, and then I'll pass you the mic back.
The
Okay.
world is dangerous.
And Ronan saved you from the fact that you don't speak Spanish, but that's cool because you're not a local. And when you're not a local out
Bro,
there,
you
you're a
already said
target.
that,
How
bro.
about that?
We
You
already
a
got that.
target.
You've already said that, bro. Stop doing what
All
women
right, all
do.
right.
Repeat
Yeah,
yourself.
I'm not gonna let you skate off on that.
You're not gonna.
So now, all
Stop
right, cool.
stuttering
All
and
right,
stop
cool. Now check
repeating
this out.
yourself.
So Chicago is an S hole, right? Brooklyn
Sure,
is an S hole, and I'm from
sure.
Brooklyn. And you said y'all moved to another S hole where you don't speak the language. Make that make sense. You moved to another S hole where you don't speak the language.
No, you make it make sense.
Who says
No, I don't. I'm chilling.
who says Colombia is a
Living
shithole?
with the whites, one big house, and not another
And you
living
live
sight.
and you're not living with the blacks either. You living with the paisas.
What you
Y'all
talking about? I
descendants
got
of
plenty
white
of blacks
people.
around me.
Yeah, and the blacks in Colombia is doing real bad, bro.
He's not
Bro,
in Colombia.
what?
He's in Panama.
Oh, he's in Panama. Okay, I'm speaking to the Colombians. Panama is different.
¿Qué opinas de? ¿Qué opinas de? Okay, so what they're saying is, Colombia es un país peligro y la mujer es sucio, sucio, ¿verdad?
Sucio no, perras.
Peras
Perras.
y qué
Because
más?
she like perra,
Peligroso.
pero
No, it's not. He say they're whores, they're dogs.
I don't care.
KB went crazy.
Only for you.
You're
So, I
right.
mean, es verdad que es sí, un país mala
Del
en
malo,
general.
bueno, malo, bueno, peligroso, buenas mujeres o son sucias, dirty, o
¿Qué más? So basically, what he's saying is like there are parts of it that are good
Yes.
and bad. It's not all parts of it that are bad. So I mean, he's been
Correct.
to the United States. De tu familia, ¿dónde vives en
Mama Yachts, she lives in West Palm Beach.
West Palm Beach,
West
Florida?
Palm Beach,
Oh,
Florida.
yo, that's where what's up, bro?
Oh, ¿qué, qué
West
prefieres
Palm Beach, okay, okay.
a vivir?
Yeah, I used to
¿Aquí
live
en
out there.
Colombia o
Yeah.
aquí? ¿Por qué?
Porque I don't like the style of the American.
Hey,
You
talk
have
to him
to-
in English. Hold on, I gotta find my Charlie.
Because the American style, I don't like it. Yes,
Where you don't like Americans?
4K.
the,
4K.
the food is a shit.
Oh, the
The
food.
food is very, very bad.
That's
It's
Where
correct.
you from?
I'm from Colombia, my friend. Bogota
He's in
City.
Okay.
Bogota.
Yes, my friend.
Pero bueno, mucha gente dice que la comida en Colombia no bien.
Es la mejor que he probado en el mundo.
Okay.
He's
Yeah,
a proud
really.
¿Qué?
Colombian. Shout out to him.
Really, my friend, I swear off of God. I've been in London, I've been in Paris and Mexico, Argentina, Brazil, Venezuela. But the best food is Colombia, my friend, I swear.
Well, I
For
mean,
real.
I don't
well,
know,
I
bro. You sound kind
understand
of
that
biased to
Colombia is
me.
bad, but the country's full of men, super dangerous, and the
Um,
Colombians don't want to come back.
this country is dangerous for the pussies because
Yes.
the pussy means because I'm here, I'm happy. Yes, it's a little dangerous because the criminals thing, but it's a good country, my friend. Only
Yep.
is,
Sí, pero ¿para quién? ¿Para quién es bueno?
para
¿Para quién?
everybody.
Para los gringos. Para
No,
los gringos también.
everybody. Yes, everybody can live here. Only have to be careful a little. Maybe somebody,
A lot.
because they know the American have money. It's only this.
Exactly what I said earlier. Even here in the
Yeah.
Philippines.
And
But
that's my
the,
whole point.
but in
And that's my
United
whole
States
point.
and the United States, you have theft too, no?
See,
Hmm
obvio.
Okay, in the United States, the black people steal the Apple Store,
See,
everything. Maybe
see.
Wait,
2 years.
what you say? What did it say? ¿Qué
This
dijiste de
The
los
don't
black
happen
morenos?
here
people
in
robbed the
Colombia.
Apple store.
Yes, they
Oh,
steal
oh,
all the
okay.
Apple Store, the Gucci store, the Louis
Yes.
Vuitton.
Wait, hold
Yes.
on before you
Yes,
say
here in
yes, yes,
Colombia don't
yes.
happen this.
I want to find out. I want to find out what he means. Y
What?
una pregunta. ¿Está diciendo que solamente los morenos en los Estados Unidos hacen cosas así?
No, que ellos fue lo que hicieron esos robos en el Apple Store. Pero hay
Ujú.
blancos que también son criminales, no solo los
Ok,
negros.
porque lo que dijiste fue que los morenos, y yo soy
Ajá.
moreno,
Sí,
tú
Exacto.
obvio,
también,
pero es que
¿verdad?
ellos fueron los que iniciaron todo eso.
Exacto.
Maybe
Tienen
two
que
years
cuidarlo.
ago,
No,
I
Sí.
think so. 2 years ago, they steal all stores,
And they
Gucci,
doing it now.
and now too. Okay,
See,
yes, in California, in the Apple,
see,
in San Francisco. I've been in San
yeah.
Francisco.
todos
In the Apple store, have a
open.
police, the officer. Well, okay, nice to meet you.
Y ahora vamos a hablar de los criminales en Colombia. ¿Qué están
Yes.
haciendo allá?
Bueno, here maybe stab you for your phone.
Ujú.
See,
Uh,
no tienda.
but
See,
if you
so
have to, if you know where places to go, maybe
yep.
you have to save. If you go to dangerous places, maybe something happen. But that's all.
Y mi última pregunta, ¿qué están haciendo las mujeres colombianas que están viviendo en Europa? ¿Qué están haciendo?
Mm.
Depende. Muchas,
Eh,
muchas son
dime la verdad.
prostitutas. Muchas son
Sí, gracias.
prostitutas.
Gracias.
Sí, obvio,
Y
las prostitutas,
tienen pie sucio.
o sea, pecuecas. Yes. Entonces, sí, la
Entiendo.
mayoría, porque las prostitutas colombianas son muy apetecidas en todo el mundo.
Mm-hmm.
Ujú.
Es eso.
Porque tienen BBLs, ¿verdad?
Ajá.
Sí, ambiciosa también.
Pero, but you can find good
Real for
women
that.
too. Good women too.
Yes.
Mm.
A good
Okay,
one.
thank you, brother.
Okay, don't worry. Have a good night, everybody.
Okay.
You too, bro.
Appreciate
Hey,
you.
hey, I was gonna say, Namizi, man, where you learn your Spanish, man? Your Spanish really good, brother.
It is. It's
Thank you,
crispy.
brother. I appreciate it. I
You bet.
learned it in Puerto Rico. My mom moved us to Puerto Rico when I was a kid,
Oh,
and growing up in New York, you gotta know,
bro,
you
you
gotta speak
fucking
Oh,
Spanish.
cheater.
she got me for her mirror,
I was
Hey,
gonna
Hermiro.
say, bro,
immersion,
cause you're
immersion is the best
Hermiro,
way to learn a language. If you don't immerse
thank
yourself
you.
in the
Thank
language
Yes,
and
you.
force
Ronan.
yourself to learn
Thank
it,
Yes, I
you.
know.
every
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
Aprende a hablar inglés, mi amor.
I
Hey,
was
yeah,
gonna
no,
say,
no, no.
cause
Shout out to Mac
Usted habla
Measy. Shout
inglés.
out to Mac Measy because he
Es
was
bueno.
rolling with it.
Mira de
I
algo.
thought when he
yeah.
said he could speak Spanish, I thought he
Ya
was
para
just gonna piece a
No,
couple
no,
No, he
words
wasn't
no.
together.
talking
He
about
He
a
was
few
Yeah, you
rolling.
see
words.
what I told you? It's nuance. It's not like,
No.
it's all dirty foots and nah, man, that's not. It's nuance, bro.
no.
It's
That's what.
Mac,
nuance.
Hey,
Mac
listen,
be
listen,
fucking
listen,
trolling y'all, man.
Hey,
listen. I
He
Charlie,
wanted
does
to
it.
Yeah,
say.
he said he was trolling with that. He said he was trolling.
All
hey,
right, my
No, no, but listen, look. My whole point is, I'm gonna tell you like this. I've been going to Colombia for the last 8 years. Miguel lives there, bro. You know what I'm saying? I stay there for months at a time, bro. It's great. I just got back. You know what I'm saying? Like from last month, I was down there in April, March and April, bro. It's just like he said. If you're gonna find what you're looking for. If you're looking for something real, you can find it. If you're looking for that quick shit, the quick stuff, you're gonna find it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the same thing in America, man. Let's put it this way. There's places that are great places to go and live and have a family and all that in America. And there's places you should not fucking be. Just because you're on vacation in another country don't mean it varies from that. There are places you can go and you're going to be fucking safe.
There's places you know you shouldn't be. You need to be looking over your shoulder and be on guard. But brothers go down there in those same areas they know they need to be on guard and act like they're on vacation like they don't need to be. And dress any kind of way to become a fucking target. If you in America dress
no cursing, brother.
Yeah. I was just finished. I was gonna let him cook, but then let's try to watch the vulgarity though.
Brother Low Key
Did he
Luck said
drop down?
Yeah, he dropped down. Yeah, but Brother Low Key Luck said Boynton Beach is a ghetto. And he ain't lying. East of I-95, that's where I grew up at, down in Boynton. Yo, you can, man. Hey, I'm trying to tell you.
Hey man, shout out to bro. Every time I hear brothers that speak Spanish, man, I get motivated to even speak more, learn more, man.
Nah, that's a fact. I felt like one of the only black people in a Chinese nail shop or something. You know what I mean? I was damn near lost.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, go ahead.
What do you need? You said you need the guy.
Yes, I forget something. For you be safe in Colombia, you need a good guy
Yes.
like me. Because with me, you can go to the underground places and to the best places, and nothing happened to you. Here in Bogota or Medellin or Cartagena, Barranquilla.
Is your name Danger?
Something like that. My second name is Danger.
My question is, what is the pro of going to some place that's underground? I mean, is it just more where the locals go?
like the New York, the Bronx. Like Santa Fe. Okay. The underground is like we have here a neighborhood. You can find prostitutes, drugs. It's danger place, but at the same time, it's a safe place. And you can go to walking in the street everywhere in the downtown, because in downtown is a danger place. But I walk, no problem.
Hey, man.
You got
KB, send your
Instagram?
location,
You got
bro. We need to
Instagram,
make
bro?
sure you're good, bro.
Hey, KB, you're gonna have to share the brother.
Yes, I have Instagram.
Drop your
Yes.
location,
What's your
KB.
Instagram so people could link up with you if they want to go to those places?
Okay. You can write me. My Instagram is
For each his own.
Alba Miguel 746.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Alba Miguel
Namizi.
746.
But Buddy said Colombia. That's the only thing I got to push back on. I'm calling
No.
You calling what?
Some basically prove my whole point.
Throw your flag up, Miguel. Are you throwing a flag on the play? What you calling, Miguel?
Yeah. On the Colombian food, it's bland, yo.
Yeah.
That's what everybody say. Word.
Yeah, I was thinking that same thing. But here's the thing. We're gonna be.
Hey.
But
even Travel Unfiltered, which is my brother Kanal, he said that Colombian food mostly is bland, but around Cali, because you have Afro Latinas there, they actually season some of their food.
So close, which makes sense. But what I will say is this: if you're used to bland food, you don't know it's bland.
Exactly. Hey, KB, blink twice, man. If you okay,
give you his IG. I think he's ready to give you guys his IG. What's his IG?
Hey,
sí, tú puedes escribir aquí.
Hey, KB, blink
and
twice,
KB endorsed it. Yeah, KB endorsed it. So if
KB,
you go,
just drop it in the private chat or in the comments or something. Drop his IG or whatever.
KB, drop his IG.
If he put it in the private chat, I could put it in the Okay, I think he got it there.
All right. Yeah, that's what's up.
Bro,
hey, KB, put.
Huh?
I got you. KB, where you at, KB?
I'm here. You see it in the private chat?
Yeah, I see it.
Yep, I
Oh,
got
okay.
you. Listen, rub the top of your head if you okay, bro.
Bro, I'm
Yeah,
straight,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
I was about
You
to
know how
say,
niggas be
yeah.
like,
Look,
oh no, you know
hey,
what I
Charlie, Charlie, didn't I tell you they had on the North Faces and the Shiesties on? I told you.
mean? Hell yeah.
I was gonna
And you
say,
on Bogota, right? Bogota.
Yeah, I'm focused with her right now.
Oh, okay, all right.
But that's
so
what I'm telling you. Like, I really be out here like that. Motherfuckers be like, oh, you don't know Spanish for real.
But
Ah,
you don't, KB. You don't,
what
KB.
do you mean I
You don't be
don't?
out there like that. You don't,
Alright.
sir.
So I'll be out here
every time
sometimes,
we
man.
seen you, every time we seen you, you been in your hostel or your Airbnb, bro.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
is
it's
not
like
been out
8 or
here
Damn,
like
9.
that's
You think I'm going to be
damn,
outside?
Hey,
The man
Wow,
just told
Charlie.
you.
I got this IG information in my chat, so if you guys want to
that. And I
follow
dropped
up
it in
with her
mine as
in
well.
Bogota, so
Yeah, yeah, Bogota. Yeah, that weather out there, that ain't for me, bro. That climate just a little bit too
Man,
chilly.
bro. And you know what's crazy, Miguel? That the pressure of being 8,000 feet up, man. It's
Yeah,
man, I'm talking about my sinuses were going crazy.
yeah, that's the other thing. So like, I know especially in our community, like if anybody got like the sickle cell trait or just like you do not want to
Yep.
go up altitude, bro. So Bogota is not for you. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
I have sickle cell trait.
yeah, me too.
Yeah, so like, I had a partner. Yeah, I had a partner. He said he felt like his chest was about to explode out there.
Bruh. Dog, I did not feel good the whole time I was there, but shit. Hey, it felt good when Shorty was there though.
Every time I get a connecting flight, I gotta go through Bogota, and I hate going through that airport. I swear, because like you said, it's cold, and then you get the breathing because you're so high up in the altitude that it's hard to breathe in that altitude once you first get there.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, brother Ronan, did you pick up like any Tagalog or like any pitches and tones? Like, did you catch
My
any of it?
yeah, I knew some Tagalog when I was here from being in the Philippines in military, but my lady speaks 7 languages. I was just going over that yesterday: Ilocano, Tagalog, Visayan, because her dad's Visayan and her mom's Ilocano Tagalog. So that's 3 languages off the rip, and then there's 270 different dialects of their language here in the Philippines, based on what tribe or area or what island you're on, and then English on top of all that.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
she's been
Okay.
teaching me different Visayan and Tagalog words, and I know how to greet people and different things like that. So I'm learning as I go while I'm here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I heard that they I don't know if this is true, but like they eat a lot of white rice.
Rice is life. That's
Yeah, over there.
that's the phrase. Rice is life.
I can
You
survive
know?
out there. That's my shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, rice. Yeah.
Nobody mess with Thailand on here, bro. Y'all don't rock with Thailand.
Over the same person,
Nah,
expat
I'm
living
looking to
overseas.
I'm
He's in
Too many
Thailand.
lady boys.
I'm looking to go to
Man.
Thailand.
Yo, who said something about lady boys?
No, I'm joking, brother.
Who that? Who that? Who that?
That's me. The brother you was arguing with, man.
Yeah, I want to shoot
Oh,
up.
The gringo.
I want to.
nah, it's all good, brother. It's all
No,
good.
no, bro. No,
I
I
want
just
to.
listen, bro. I just
Nah,
listen,
nah,
man.
nah, I'm going to Thailand. I'm
Yeah,
going to Thailand. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
hey,
I'm
hey,
definitely got to go out there and check that out.
just make sure
Make sure.
Thailand don't go in you.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the
Damn.
thing.
That's
Y'all,
crazy.
y'all act like lady boys are exclusively in Thailand. Like they got them everywhere, bro. Like
Oh
they
Everywhere.
no.
got them
Hey,
here
hey,
in
hey, hey,
America.
they special out there, I heard.
Yeah, they
Nah, they don't.
They
They
might
don't
be
want.
they might be
crap
special to
every day.
you.
Nah, I heard I just heard that it's like the taller they are, the most likely it's a lady boy.
Nah.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard that too, though. I heard that too because by nature they say Asian women are automatically shorter.
Yeah.
So if it's a tall Asian, you couldn't be talking to another man, mano a mano.
Damn.
if they over
Mano,
5'5", you might want to do that Adam's apple check. You might want.
Yeah.
Oh man, no, it's just for me. No, man, my buddy Chuck was out there, and he only been out there a couple times, so he might like it. But he said, this white boy was having too much fun at this bar, right? And he was drinking,
Pause.
he was doing, that white, and making out with someone, and he was like, "Oh yeah, he's going hard, right?" And I'm like, Chuck's looking at him
Literally.
The
like
first
Chuck,
problem is
yeah,
he's in
he's
a
going hard.
particular
Nah,
bar that
yep.
allows them in there. They
Yeah,
don't
he
just
was definitely
they
going
don't
Going
hard.
have
hard.
lady boys in certain bars unless they are allowed to be in those bars. So if he went in that bar, he already knew.
So
Don't let that
so check it
other
out,
stuff.
I
check
was
it
just
out,
gonna
Thank you,
say that
Ronan.
too.
Thank
Ronan,
you.
y'all gotta let me finish this, bro. I'm
Okay.
gonna be quick, bro. So Chuck's sitting here watching him. He's like, "Oh, what you come here for?" He's like, "Oh, I just wanted to come check out Thailand." While he's making out with this what's her name, right? You know what I'm saying? This lady. And he's thinking, oh, yeah. He kissing her, he going, he reaches down low and he feels a twick and berries. And then he just
That's
looks
crazy.
and then he just goes right back to kissing the lady boy. Couldn't believe it. And Chuck
Like
was
I
like,
said, he
what?
knew. He knew.
Yeah.
Man,
He
Yeah, he
definitely.
definitely knew.
Yo, there's somebody that's speaking with an open mic. They're having a conversation in the back. I believe it's the brother that's in
Carl,
Colombia,
KB,
KB.
oh,
KB.
you talking about
Yeah,
Carl?
if you can mute him up because he's messing up the brother's story.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, man. Nah,
my
man.
bad. Hold on.
You know what? I love KB. You know, KB funny as hell. Like he
Hey
know
man,
he know everything. Know everything.
Yeah. But yeah, no.
Yeah,
Sounds like
Here's
a
my
cool
thing. I
brother.
plan on I plan on going to Thailand, and it just is what it is, man. I'm not I don't know. I just like say I it kind of messed with me when people act like ladyboards exclusively to Thailand or something like that. Like that's the only place they exist. Like they everywhere. You know what I mean? So I'm not
Facts.
here to judge.
I've
I'm
never
I'm not here
heard
to
of
judge anyone.
I've never heard of a lady boy in the United States. I think they have a different name there.
They use
Yeah.
100%.
They call transmission
Right.
damn.
lovers. So
Whoa.
yeah,
uh,
transmission lovers.
you know, I would
Optimus
say,
Prime. Optimus Prime.
Damn.
Yeah,
man, I would say this.
Decepticons.
You know
Yeah,
what?
I like Decepticons. That one
You
is
know
a
what,
better
man?
analogy.
I was gonna say, guys, it's something that Namizi was pointing on. I think, I think a lot of guys gloss over the, like, if we're talking about like Latin America or Latin countries, I
Hmm.
think a lot of guys keep skipping over learning Spanish, man.
Hmm
I
Asian
know a lot.
countries too,
I know a
because they
lot of
talk
I
shit
know a
about
lot of
you here too.
I know a lot of brothers. I know a lot of brothers get frustrated, like when people say, "Oh, you gotta learn." I know no matter what you do, you're still a foreigner. Like bro was saying, you're still never gonna be looked at as a local, but you still have some advantages when you learn the language, even on a
Here, hustle like
basic
a
level.
motherfucker.
You still have some advantages. You're still an outsider, but at least you know what's going on, man. You know what I'm saying? At
Yeah.
the very least, like situational awareness, things like that, man. I think that stuff is important. I know it's boring, nobody want to hear it, but learn the language, man. Or even if it's not Spanish, if it's a country that you're in love with, learn
Shit.
the language, man.
Yo, I'm telling you right now, there's technology right now, and AI is at a point right now. You got headsets you can put in your ears and tune it to any fucking language. At least put something going on in your ears to pick up some of what's being said around you.
You,
Be
you know,
aware.
you know what I started doing too?
hmm
Like when I was learning Spanish, and I'm still learning every day,
hmm
but I started making friends that didn't even speak English. I started
Right.
making
Mm.
friends
There
that
it
didn't even
is.
speak. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? That's
Support
how I
yourself
picked it
in
up.
that
In the
manner.
barber
Hey,
shop, you gotta learn. When you're a barber, like when I was cutting hair in the Bronx, everybody was Dominican. So I had to learn how to consult, how to ask the client what do they want. Because if you don't get the consult right, you're gonna mess the cut up. So like
Right.
you start picking it up every day. Even right now, when I hear somebody else in Spanish, I'm like, oh man, I gotta get back in the lab. I gotta get better.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm finna work on my
yeah,
Spanish tonight.
yeah, me
Yo,
too.
let
But
me cook on
Brian,
this
Brian,
language
you
tip.
know what I do though? You know what I do? Like I'll go places and I just sit there and I observe. I don't even let them know. Like my span,
Yes.
yeah. So I want
I
them
do
to
the
feel.
same.
Yeah, yeah. I don't even let them know, like, because and I'm not flu. I can get around. Like I've been all around the country.
Yep.
Um, I can move. I can fly. I've taken the bus. I've gone, like I said, from Cali to Santa Marta, San Andreas. I've been all over the Bogota, Medi. So I have no problem moving around the country. But like when I'm locked in with somebody, a lot of times I don't even let them know. They be like, "You speak Spanish?" Nah, nah.
Mm-mm.
So go
Nope.
ahead and get comfortable, and that way I hear what they're talking. You know what they're saying
That,
when they get around their friends or whatever, and you'll be surprised. Yeah, that's how you learn the truth. What
that's
they
the
really
ticket
feel
right
about you
there.
sometimes.
Act like you don't know, but you do.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's what I was gonna say actually. I speak 5 languages, but I don't let people always know that I
Oh,
speak it,
damn.
not off the rip. Yeah, I'm a polyglot. So
That's what's up, bro.
I came into this travel space from debating a guy named Zoom to Thailand, and then when I threw some Thai at him and he didn't understand, I'm like, yo, bro, you're not even connected. But he's the homie now, so that's water under the bridge. But when you don't let them know that you understand, then you can see their true intentions. Once you
Exactly.
trust them, or they earned your trust, then once you show them that you care, that you give a crap to learn their language and understand their culture, then you get their buy-in. Once you get the buy-in from the locals, then you get to places that you would never get to just as a foreigner who doesn't care to learn the language.
But
So
now
here yes.
be clear about get to the places that they'll take you to. They're legitimate places, not underground
Right.
places. They're real
No,
places
Right,
of
right.
not
the upper.
underground places.
Right.
I'm talking about in Thailand, like a lot of people go to Thailand and they want to do everything that Thai people do, right? They don't want to excuse themselves and give these Thai people like just time to be Thai without always having to put on a show for the foreigner and include you by speaking English or whatever. So people been inviting themselves to their dinners. I just fall back. And because I fell back and respected that they just want to be Thai, there's places that they go that no foreigners come to, beaches that they go to with no foreigners, and then they started inviting me to those spots. You know what I'm saying? It's really about understanding culture and respecting people's culture. And once language is a huge part of that. Where I am here in Holland, like I understand Dutch, or at least I mean German. I speak Dutch fluently, but I understand German and the Austrian variant of German because I work with them, right? And once these Dutch people realize that at least you try, bro, they become totally different. Off the rip, if you speak English to them and you expect them to speak your language, they're gonna get pushback. Some will wanna show off the fact that they speak it, but when you show them that you can speak their language, you get so much buy-in and you get
Mhm.
access to places that you never would have.
And
Yeah.
not bad
Yeah.
places, the better
Yeah.
places.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Not like the brother from Colombia. Yo, he said
No fault, yeah, no fault to
He
him.
said the underground.
Yeah,
word.
yeah. He was like, "You can
Nah.
go. I can take you where all the drugs and the prostitutes are." Like,
Yeah.
yeah, what?
I don't
Oh
want to go
man.
there.
See. Now,
My scope of
now,
mine
now.
went
Here's
up,
the
man.
thing. Yeah, no, that's a
Was
When
fact.
Darnell
Here's the
online
thing.
when he said that?
You ain't
Hey,
lying to
I was
me.
just bringing up Darnell. I was just feeling like, here's the thing. Darnell got a point with that because that's the first thing bro thought that a panel full of black men wanted to do was go
yes.
to some underground spots. You know what I mean? So, but at
Yeah.
the
Yo,
same
Charlie
time,
Chan.
yes, sir.
I'm sorry to cut you, and that's why I called out to you. I want to, before I forget, the reason why I went to what do Colombian women do in Europe and America and about crime in Colombia is because the dude came on with the black people in America are robbing um iPod stores or the Apple store,
Yeah.
I don't think he did it intentionally. I think he just speaking what he sees, but that in itself can come off a certain way But then when you speak,
That's
then you see that he's telling us, yeah, we can get you COK whatever, and females. I'm telling you, a lot of these people over there, they typecast Black American men as, the lowest of the
Yeah,
low.
that's a
And
fact.
that was my point. That was my point. So once he had the Pookie talking point, and then the other talking point, the SE expat talking point, I said I have to turn the narrative back to him and like, well, let's talk about your people. And the reason I could do it is because I speak Spanish. If I tried to do it in English, it wouldn't have gone as well. But I got more info, and I got him to admit that his women are selling box across the world, that his people are also committing crimes out there. So human nature, you always have sections of society that are going to go to the lowest, and you have sections of society that are going to rise to the highest, regardless
that's
to
a fact.
nationality.
Facts.
No,
Well,
that's
thank
a
you,
Facts.
fact.
Neck
Facts.
I wish
That's
you
a
were
fact.
here a whole lot earlier.
Man, that was well put together, man. It
No, no,
was.
no. It was definitely well said, and like you say, I think you drove that point home when you was like, you get it when you speak his language, you get a lot further then because it would have came off differently. But what I will say, Darnell, I get what you're saying, and I gave you your props on that. But the difference is that man that was just saying that is not a black American.
I
That's
mean,
the
well, hold on.
difference.
His English isn't that good either. He heard what you guys said. He's like, sorry, I don't even speak that good of an English. Sometimes I forget. Yeah, I don't
No,
think
no,
he
he
meant
good.
it
Well,
Yeah,
that
he
way.
good. He good. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Whether he meant it that way or not, that's the way that it came off. And I'm not saying he was right or wrong. I think McMeasy that's just the way that he looks at it. Because let's be
That's
honest,
the
and I learned
perception
this
they
from
have of us, is what he was basically
exactly.
saying. It's the perception that he
I,
Right.
has
I
of
I learned
black
this
men only looking
real
for that type of entertainment.
Yeah.
right, but real quick, let me land this right fast. Do you know it's white people that's in America, especially back in the day, that had no interaction with black people. The only thing they knew about black people is what they seen on TV and what they seen on the news. So of course they're gonna have some ideology because the media portray us a certain way. Y'all, everybody on this panel should be old enough to remember when something go on in the neighborhood. For some reason, they find the most idiotic nigga they can find to get on camera. We are old enough to remember that. So this is the depiction that they have of us. So I could look at it from
Hide
that
your
angle.
wives, hide your kids, hide your husbands. Because they coming after him too.
All of that. You know what I mean? So it's different when a black man get on here and put other black men down. That's what I was saying. So I
Nobody
land
Who
did
there.
put
that.
who
Go
put
ahead.
black men down
Nobody
though?
did
Who
that.
put black men down?
Yes, that's what it came off as. When you come
The
off it, when
guy
you
with
come
the
on. Go
You're
the
ahead.
talking
guy
about
with the AI black avatar on here in the generic name.
who?
What were his
Who?
talking points?
Who are you talking about?
The dude with the
Yeah.
black
Who?
AI avatar, the blasphemer.
Oh, you talking about Darnell? That's not
Yeah.
Avatar. That's not an
That's
Oh.
not
Avatar.
a.
I think that's really
Yeah,
him. That's
that
him.
is really me, man. You know,
He actually
man,
had
get your damn.
shaved in. He actually shaved and cut his hair. That's why you can't recognize him.
Yeah,
But
get
yeah,
your damn
I
facts
know
straight
Darnell.
first.
I know Darnell for years in these YouTube streets. I know him as a good guy. I mean, we affectionately call him Dusty Dick Darnell because he can't get no buns anywhere. Um, so
Damn.
I don't. Either he don't have no bad bones in his heart for black people. I don't think.
Nah, I
no,
mean, Mac
yeah,
Measy,
but at the
you
same time,
that.
Mac Measy, what I'm saying is this: when you come to a panel of men such as ourselves to harp on passport bros and things of that nature, where nobody brung that up, is a different thing. And once I explained that to him, that was the point to move on, opposed to keep on circling back. I even went as far as to ask him,
That
"Are you referring to anybody on here? Are we passport bros, or
Mm,
how are you saying
okay.
that?"
no,
You see what I'm
that's not
saying?
what happened. That's not what happened. The one that you were doing the circling, not me. You were dwelling on the negative aspects because I said something
about that. You
Nah,
you
bro.
ignored everything I said
Stop the
about the
cap.
white school. No, you stop the cap. You stop. You've been capping long
Nobody
enough.
on
I
this
heard I
channel
heard
is
your
negative.
bullshit. I heard your bullshit.
Ooh.
I don't
Hey,
need
hey,
to
guys,
hear any
guys,
more of
guys.
it.
One second, guys.
Apologies.
We gotta really chill out on the vulgarity, man. I get it; it slips every now and again, but let's just try to. Man, I'm a black man trying to get some bread, man. Who gonna hate on that on the panel full of other black men? Come on, man. I'm
Word.
trying to get
They're trying to
monetized, man.
sabotage
Come
the
on, bro.
brother. They're trying to sabotage the brother.
Yeah,
And
can't
that's
that
what
brother
the
eat?
white man wants you.
Can't that brother
You
eat?
want me?
I'm
You
trying
want
to
to
get that brother
sabotage
fed.
me
That's
before
why
I
I'm
even
always
get
on
off the
this channel.
ground, man.
I'm trying to get that brother fed. That's why I get on
Donnell
this
trying
channel all
Donnell
the
trying to
time.
keep you in his algorithm. That's
Yeah,
why he's trying to make it dusty.
For
he
real.
trying,
Okay,
he
Yo,
but
trying to
but
hold.
Charlie
Nat,
Chan, once you
but
get
Nat,
monetized, brother, I'm gonna super chat you so crazy that your first dirty foot big booty Latina is on me, bro.
Hey,
but
hey,
hey,
you sound like
Yo,
a
that's
man of
wild.
your words. So as soon as I get, hey,
You
I'm
know
just
Yeah,
what
waiting.
Oh,
though?
Y'all
I
gonna hit up
damn
on me
show
for
him.
your boy.
That's wild.
Nah,
Yeah,
he
you
Charlie,
crazy.
sound like a
you
man
gotta
of your
challenge
word.
him.
Wow.
You gotta challenge him to hit that cash app. You know what I mean? You get all of that.
Yeah, we don't.
That's a
They don't
fact.
have Cash App in Europe. In they have it in England, but they don't have it in
Oh
Holland
man, you speak
because of
too
the
many
tax.
languages to be making excuses.
Nah, brother. Yo, Ronan. Do I not be showing love to every content creator, even
He,
if it's on
like
smoke?
I said,
I always
Mac
super
is
chat.
good. Mac
Yeah.
is good for
Let
that.
me ask you this, Mac Measy. Let me ask you this. What made you choose Holland?
Because my wife is from the Caribbean. She's from Curacao, and I lived there for about a year. It's safe. I had a house right by the beach and all of that, but it wasn't a place that I wanted to raise my children because
Mhm.
they're what they can become there is highly limited. Like I brought my family up
Mm.
here to Holland because they all had Dutch passports, right? Right now my son is a welder, and my daughter is going to she'll be going to university here, and that's better for them
Ah,
than
shut.
uh. And I would never raise them in New York. I'm gonna tell you that. I don't even bring them to New York for vacation.
That's what's up.
No, shout out to you for that. And with that even being said, guys, Charlie Chan said it. One of the most gangster people on YouTube, in my opinion, is the dude from Our Rich Journey. He done moved his whole family across the world away from all of this BS, and he got it from the mud, bro. So I shout out to you for Mac Measy for doing that instead of sitting around bitching and moaning about what the
Oof.
system doing to hold you down. You did something about it, man. And that's what I think conversations need to be about far as these communities is. How can we level up? Like
Mhm.
who done blazed the trail for us to follow? You know what I mean? Opposed to always getting on here and putting each other down and I'm better than you and I'm better than that, and it's crazy to me. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying nobody said that tonight, but that seemed to be a lot of these conversations when we get on here. Oh, you not doing this, you not doing that, but how can we build together? I land
Yeah.
there.
No,
So
no, keep flying on that. Keep flying on
They,
that, because that's where the conversations really need to be had. How can I teach somebody if they want to come to Holland how to get this money, how to get this offshore money? When I mentioned the Colombian thing, one of my proteges is a young Colombian, and he put
mm,
him. He came in first, and then he put his brother and his homie. Oh shit! Onto how to get this money out here, and he's almost completed his NEBOSH certificate, which is International Health and Safety Management, and you could get, if you speak English, upwards of $100 an hour to walk around and say,
mm,
hey, don't do that, don't do this, and write a couple of reports. You see what I'm saying? So these are the conversations I like to have, and I'd rather have them with black men. But unfortunately, most of my proteges are not black. Three of them that I'm working with are
mm,
Colombians. And the crazy thing is, the reason why I knew about the big booty Colombians, because in his spare time he drives around women that sell Tusi in Holland. That's what he
mm.
does. You know what I'm saying? But he's working towards getting his certificate to make his money, and eventually he's gonna be working in Australia. So that, like, I troll and stuff, but this is what I do for real, for real. And if a brother wants to leave America, I would never stop or talk down on it, but I would just say, um, do your research and make sure that you, wherever you go, you're not just spending all your money up waiting to go back and re-up, because that's a failed plan. Don't move because it's emotional and, oh, America's racist, America's this. Man, America's the land of opportunity. Get as much money as you can, fill your pockets, so that when you land somewhere, you land on your feet and you can hit the ground running.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
gotta you
Nah,
gotta
that's
be
a
smart
fact.
about it.
That's a fact.
You
You
know,
did.
See, yeah, that's a fact. Go ahead, Prime.
I was gonna say, Charlie, like right now in this room that we're in, this room is $1 million or millions of dollars of worth of game in this room. Because if I want to get
You
into
better say that.
if
You
I
damn
want to
sure
get
right.
into like hospitality and food and running a food company, truck company, I could talk to Boxley. If I want to get into owning a hotel boutique or whatever, get into that industry, I can holler at Miguel. If I want to have a restoration cleaning company and learn how to do that and do trainings and get money all over every time there's a disaster, I can holler at Black Cleaner. If I want to learn about
You better say
insurance,
that.
if I want to learn about insurance, infinite banking, and all these other things, I can holler at Ronan. You know what I'm saying? If I want to even get on my
Mhm.
accounting bag, I can get with Carl B. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in here, Charlie, you got the
Yep.
Amex plays. You're doing all this online stuff. Entrepreneurship. It's like so much game on here, man. It's so much
Yeah.
game. We got veterans in here. We got people in Holland speaking Dutch. Come on, man. I don't.
Not
I
only
haven't
Dutch, he was
heard.
speaking good Spanish too. Shit, what the hell?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Shocked the
He
hell
was
out of
going
me with
off.
that one, Nick.
Damn,
Yeah,
that
you know what
brother
I'm
is a
saying?
polyglot. Now, fuck that.
Yeah.
My bad, my bad. Forget that. He a polyglot,
Yeah,
bruh.
man. For real.
Whatever.
But
Yeah.
these are the conversations. These are the conversations that I love to foster. These are the conversations that I love to be a part of. Because let's be honest, man. If you ain't got girls, you ain't getting no women by this time, Joe. Just pack it up, bro. You know what I mean? Like, just be done, man. Let's just be honest, man. If we can't come over here and have intellectual conversations, brother, tell me how it is in Holland, or brother, tell me how it is in the Philippines, or Panama, or Colombia. We got people from all over the world on this panel right now, man. So I feel like
Yep.
it's better conversations we could have than argue with each other about who's what and who's doing what, man. Like
Yeah.
Prime, shout out to you because that's a damn good point. It's millions of dollars worth of game on it. Is we gonna tap into it or we gonna study bicker or belittle each other?
Yeah, bro. It's too much money out here, man. It's too much, and that and
Facts.
that and that helps us travel even more because for some people claim that travelers don't got bread. I disagree with that. It's
You gotta
expensive to
have bread to
travel.
get on the goddamn plane. What the
Yeah, you gotta have some bread.
You
So
just heard Misha talking about $2,600 for two tickets to from Philadelphia to Columbia. So yeah, that's
yeah,
crazy.
man. You
Yeah,
gotta
that's
have
a
that
Yeah,
lot of
I
bread,
was about
man.
to
money
say,
for
especially
that.
now
Like,
with the cost of the fuel and everything going up, man, travel costs is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Shit, just feeling. Yeah, I
Oh,
hear
which to
people
put me
complaining
back.
about.
uh,
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I
I'll
hear
put
Go
it.
people
ahead.
complaining about just filling up their gas tank. Man, it's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I put it to you like this. When it comes to, I think fuel prices is going to what separate the passport keys, from the guys that really got money. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah, yeah, I think so. And here's the thing. And this is for all.
bro?
Maybe
There are
maybe that
Pookies
pre
out. Listen,
maybe
stop.
that pre
This
There
is
are
for
maybe
all.
that
Pookies out there
prepaid
that got
mobile.
money too. Stop. There are Pookies out there that got money too. We're not
Yeah,
talking
thank
about
you.
the trash house. There's a lot of Pookies out there running all kind of weight that get on planes too.
Yeah,
So let's not be
yeah,
deceptive about
no, that's
it.
a fact. Now, what I want to say
Cause
is
let me.
this: I get it.
Uh
I get it. Just give me a couple seconds. I'm laying this plane. I get it. Like Spirit passengers are gonna be spreaded out, man. I am the delegation for Delta. So, and guys, I just barely snuck in. I was supposed to have been over there with y'all Spirit riders, but I snuck in, man. If you see me over there, just nod your head. Don't walk up to me and shake my hand or nothing like that, cause I don't want nothing to do with you spirit travelers, man. You know what I mean? And once again, I'm saying this to say, I'm saying all that to say this. Um, we're gonna take some people as far as Delta go, and United got to take some people, and America got to take some people too. But I think Chicago, Detroit, and Philly, I think y'all need to make road trips great again. We don't need y'all on no flights,
Road
no
trip.
time soon. Yeah, Jay, you remember when you used to take a road trip with your parents, you used to stop at the store, or your mama or dad used to stop at the store. That's all Chicago near now. Like y'all enjoy that. Stop coming to the airport fighting, man. Stop, just stop. Oh, I land there.
Yeah,
Mm.
let me make my brothers in America and in other parts of the country feel good about the petroleum prices. All right, I've been paying for years since I've been here an average of $8 a gallon. Okay,
God damn.
$8 a gallon. When the war started, it went up to $10.50 in some spots. And the reason why I thought I wasn't feeling it is because they sell gas out here by the liter, right? So it was 260 a liter, but there's approximately 3 liters and something per gallon. And when you do the conversion
Mm.
rates, I'm like, yo, I'm paying like $10 a gallon average. People talk about, oh,
That's
$4 a gallon. Man, I wish I could pay $4 a gallon. But you know what's crazy though? Because I earn euros out here, is that I don't feel it. I do fill my tank up strategically, which is I fill it up on a Wednesday because Friday the gas prices go up by 20 cents for the people on a weekend. So the worst thing you can do is fill your tank up on a weekend because then it's gonna run you about $11 a gallon. So I do it middle of the week. I don't do it on the highway because they charge more for gas on the highway. And Holland is the most expensive country in the Benelux, and Benelux is Belgium, Netherlands, and Luxembourg.
Mm.
Germany is
mm.
also cheap. You got people that drive all, if they're going to work in Germany, they'll fill their tank up in Germany, and it's about an average of 75 cents less. A car that I would buy here is 15,000 euro more expensive than it is in Germany. And if you buy it in Germany and ship here, they're going to hit you for 20,000 euro of tax. But
Mm.
the
Import
beauty of it
tax.
is import tax. And then they have something called like they charge you, I pay wegenbelasting, which means weight tax. So if your car is heavy, you pay like you weigh out here. They had a discount for electric vehicles. People was buying electric vehicles out here with no weight tax. Now they introduced weight tax, and now they getting screwed because the cars are heavier because of batteries. So while I do think it's a great country to raise my children, the government out here over regulates and they cannibalize their people economically in terms of high taxes. But with the high taxes come, I literally sometimes I'm driving home and I'm like, yo, I went from pissy hallways in Brooklyn to seeing just beautiful lakes, um, geese, ducks, all this stuff. And I could take walks after work with my kids over there as opposed to, yo, when you go to the corner store, make sure you go up New York Avenue and don't walk on Eastern Parkway. Like, I don't have to have those conversations. So it's a give and take with this.
Nah, that's what's up, man. Shout out to you for that, man. For real, for real. We need more of that, and especially brothers that are not in. Cause we need brothers all around the world. Like we got another good brother that's a good friend of the channel. His name we call him Broken Berlin. Another black man in Berlin out there living his best life, man. I think that's a great example that you setting, Mac Measy, just because it don't have to be the big four. It could be somewhere else.
Yeah, you can get it wherever you cannot. You know what's crazy? I only run into black Americans out here when they're coming from Germany. I don't know if it's because of the military, but I ran into some Israelites, and I was gonna debate them or whatever, but then they was like, "Yeah, we live in Germany." One dude was from Oklahoma, the other dude was from New York, and then it just went from religion to like, I just want to speak to my brothers and how you doing out here, um,
Mm.
just It's crazy when you see each other in real life and you're not in America. The vibe is different, bro. Especially if you're a
Facts.
Completely
Black
different.
American or you Black American
Yeah,
adjacent. By that I mean, like, let's say you were born in America, but your parents are from the Caribbean. It really don't matter out here. It's just like you want that American vibe. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I pull up to the
Hmm.
channels a lot because I want to hear my brothers from Brooklyn. I want to hear my brothers from Cali, from the Midwest. You know what I'm saying? Even Texas, them slow ass Negroes, even them. No, I'm just messing
What
with
you
you, bro.
got?
Hmm.
But just
I'm
the
not
way we
originally from
communicate,
Texas.
right? Oh, you from
I'm from Texas.
Louisiana? Oh, okay,
Well,
yeah. It
that's where
was
my
Darnell.
people from.
Sorry.
But I was born in Baltimore. I was born on the East Coast.
Oh man.
Okay, but see
So
these
that's where
conversations.
you was born?
Dude, I went to
You
Morgan State. I went to Morgan State
I,
in Baltimore,
you
and
would never
we used
hear
to
that
carry.
accent from me. I went through speech therapy as a child, so no, that's why I
You
talk the
went
way I
to
talk. You'll never hear
you
that.
went to Big Morgan.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know about Morgan, but Morgan was situated adjacent to the hood. Like they used to rob us on campus, bro. Like
Yeah,
for
yeah.
real.
Morgan's in a
Morgan
tough
was,
spot. It's in a tough spot.
yeah.
I live in Maryland, but I live closer to DC. I'm over by Howard University.
Damn, I never
Are you
knew
from
Morgan
PG?
Freeman had a college.
No, Morgan State University, brother. Are you from PG?
Yeah, PG in
Prince
Montgomery.
George
Yeah,
County. That's cool.
You know, I'll never forgive
Mhm.
y'all. Y'all used to call us Bammers. Y'all say them New York Bammers
oh
back
yeah,
in the day.
New York Bama's. Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. That's funny.
But I got my fashion sense from people in PG.
Yeah,
Straight up, Temple Tapers, Polo,
yeah,
and all of that.
yeah.
Shit,
It's
man.
definitely like
Shout out to
we
PG, bro.
PG and PG DC Montgomery. Like we say we started the New Balance wave, but Philly they say they
Yeah.
did. It's stupid stuff like
Anytime
that.
I hear the word mollywop, I know where you from.
yeah.
Who said that? Philly?
Philly.
Mm-mm. Philly and Maryland.
Yeah, and Maryland got, and then it's funny because Baltimore got a whole
Maryland.
different dialect than the DC
Hmm.
Maryland region. Like it's completely different. It's like two different worlds.
Shit, Baltimore dialect, it's like damn learning Spanish. You try to listen.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
Believe me, I
yeah,
just
man.
tell my cousin.
Hey, they
I
got
just
their
tell my
own
cousins from
language in
talking
Baltimore,
sometimes. Like,
man.
what the fuck did you just say? I didn't grow up around here.
I'm not
What the
even.
fuck did you just say?
Hey guys, one question. Man. I mean, just quick, man. Can we just chill on the vulgarity, man?
My
I'm
bad.
really trying to keep it. Yeah, no, I'm really just trying to keep it clean, man. Hey, a person's like, and I'll tell you where it comes from too. They was like, I by no means am I saying I'm trying to be this person or know things like that. They just use them as an example. It's like, just look at LeBron. He got this, that, and the third because you don't see him out cussing and doing all of, you know what I mean? He's a brand. Look at who was it? Shaq. He said, I don't even drink in public because I'm a brand. I drink, but y'all will
Hmm.
never really see me drinking on camera because I'm a brand. So that's where a lot of that come from. But yeah, for sure, for sure. Um, with that being said, though, guys, I think we should continue these type of conversations because this is what not just only the community need. This is what people outside of this community need to see. You know what I mean? And just having these conversations, welcome other people to come have these conversations. Everything ain't gotta be about a crash out. In fact, I was just telling one of my youngins just the other day. I said before you see Unc with a ski mask, I'll be somewhere in the tropical. Somebody snoring or something, ain't it? I
Nah, I
said
don't think.
before.
I heard something.
Yeah, it sound like Darth
Yeah,
Vader or
it was
something. I don't know.
That's Black
something,
No,
Cleaner. I'm
right?
that's
telling you,
not me.
man. He got an ulterior. He got a doppelganger or something over there, man. I'm trying to tell you, it's Black Cleaner.
Yeah, but like I was saying before, I was telling one of the nephew before you see me out here crashing out in the ski mask, you will see me somewhere with tropical weather eating sea bass. It's just a completely different tone for me now, man. It's a completely different. It's one thing for when you don't think that you bred it to win, and then you see where you can win, and other men that look like you have been winning, and everything that you've been told is a lie. You kind of like it kind of hits different. Like, damn, we can win at this, man. And that'd be my thing. up under me, some of the work that I've done, I've helped 4 young men get their passport. Cause this is what I tell them. As a black man in this country, where we essentially needed a hall pass to be out without a chaperone, and now that we could travel the world, you opting out of it? That doesn't make sense to me, man. You know what I mean? It's a lot of earth and turf out here, man. Get you some of it. So
Facts.
I land with that. But yeah, guys, I think at the four we landed on the 4 hour mark. Guess we're gonna stop it here. But I will be going live again tomorrow. Shout out to Thousandaire Radio. I've been seeing you in the chat. What's his name? I think a lot of times you got a fair perspective. So yeah, shout out to you. He's about and stuff like that. So anybody got anything that they want to say real quick before we get up out of here?
Check me out on Monday at the Black Cleaner. I'll be doing Money Mindset Mondays. And I appreciate you all having me on the panel.
Shout out to you, Black Cleaner. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
KB, I seen you on. Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Miguel.
Oh, I was I was about to say you know, with the rising cost of travel and everything, you know, I for those, you know, for those brothers who travel for those certain those certain things, you know what I'm saying, the quote unquote passport bros, that might be a reset for you. So just take that for what it is.
Fuck is
Yeah,
that?
man.
Is that
Shout out to
KB
the panel.
background?
Yeah.
That's KB.
Hey, hey, Char-
Hey, I was gonna give KB a little shit too. Like of all the time he done been there, he ain't showed like we ain't seen him with one woman, but he done showed a man on them. So,
Damn.
Y'all being,
but I'm
hey, y'all leave, man. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Damn.
but I'm
don't do
fucking
that.
I'm fucking with you, KB. But my bad. What you was saying, Prime?
Nah, I was just saying, man, yo, I appreciate the panel. Appreciate it, Charlie. And shout out to all the bros on here, man. Learn the
Appreciate you,
languages,
man.
guys. That's it, man. Learn the languages, man. I'll holler at y'all, bro.
Yeah, Mac
All
Measy
right,
snapped tonight. I ain't gonna lie to you. All right, Prime. Darnell, you want to say anything before you get up out of here, good brother?
Yes. So first of all, thank you for having me. Always a pleasure.
No problem.
And I just want to say it, you know, and I just want to say this is that, you know, like when Kevin, you know, there was a content creator a few years ago, uh, Kevin Samuels. You know, we all know him. You know, when he was telling dudes the reason you can't get women because you need to wash your ass or you're behind. You know, uh, you stink and you need to get your cologne game up. You know, you need to go out there. You need to make money. You're broke. You know, you're fat. You need to go hit the gym. You know, nobody called him a hater. Nobody called him a hater at all. And who was he talking to? He was talking to black people. He was a black man. He was talking to black people. Okay, so you know that being said, you know, we can't just sit up there dwell on, you know, because somebody critiques one thing, you know, in the black community, we can't do that where, okay, they critique one thing and then you know, and then some people want to get, god damn. Hey man,
Hey,
Is that
Curry, mute
KB?
KB.
I'm
Yeah,
trying.
mute
I
KB
tried
as
to
well,
just mute
too.
him. Well, I tried
Go
to.
ahead.
Okay, there you go.
yeah,
Go ahead.
so yeah, like I was saying, like, I mean, just because you have one critique, you can't get up there and get offended. Like I used to hear this all the time. I used to be part of the, you know, the manosphere and the red pill channels, you know, community. And one of the things um that I saw, the hypocrisy that I saw, it was okay to critique women. It was okay to call women out. But when it came to calling out themselves, and I'm talking the creators themselves that were doing some really stupid off the wall stuff, you know, talking about holding women accountable. But when it came to holding themselves accountable, couldn't do that. I heard every excuse in the book, lame excuse in the book. Don't date 304s, and you see them on stream with a woman that charges $3,000 a night. You know what I'm saying?
We know that.
Mm-hmm.
We do.
Getting a Asian pro pregnant allegedly.
Okay, we all know who you're talking about, and I think it's almost kind of disingenuous to mention them in the same breath as Kevin Samuel because it's completely different. Quick question: are you trying to label yourself as the Kevin Samuel of the travel space?
Oh hell no! I'm definitely no Kevin
Okay.
Samuels.
Okay, but when you saying that, what Kevin Samuel was doing with his critique, he was giving tangible advice. Where he was telling men, where he was saying you was fat and stuff like that, you don't deserve a
Mm-hmm.
woman to submit to you. Why would a woman submit to you? You have no job, no money, and you ugly and out of
Mm-hmm.
shape. This is what he was
Mm-hmm.
saying. He's walking them
But
through
he
getting their
was.
life right. No, it's a difference when you come up and all you do is putting down people. I'm saying give some game with them. How can they level up? How can they do better? Because if you're not doing that, you're just as bad as the people outside of the community when all you have is to critique the community.
Well,
How do
I'll
we
tell you
level
what.
up? Let me ask you that.
You,
How do we level up?
My
I said
question,
it
real
in.
quick, and my
I said
statement to
it.
you, Darnell, real quick,
Well,
before you answer
hold on.
that. Before you answer that, let me say
I,
this. How can you hold people accountable if you're not the reflection of the accountability that you're holding people to?
well, how am I not the reflection? Do you see me
Put
up
your camera
here
on right
doing?
now.
Do
Put
you
your
see me?
camera on right now.
Do
Put your
you see
camera on
me
right
do?
now.
Hold on a second.
Put
Hold on
your
a second.
camera on right
Please
now.
stop.
No, before you
Stop.
answer it, everybody else will
Stop.
answer it for you. You don't
Stop.
reflect somebody that should be holding other people accountable until you hold yourself accountable to holding yourself up with the way that you groom yourself and other things, the way you carry yourself. You can speak all the facts in the world, but if you're not holding yourself accountable to grooming standards on a consistent basis, speaking positivity and speaking life into things instead of always bringing out negativity, you're not giving a solution. You're always giving a fucking issue in a negative tone.
I have given out a lot of solution over the years. You guys trust neck me.
Are you a
I'm pretty sure.
reflection of that information?
I
Are you a
strive to
success
be.
story?
Am I a success story? That was tough to say. I mean, in ways, yes. In other ways, I've had a lot of bumps in the road. I think all of us have had ups and downs
No
in our
doubt.
lives.
No
You
doubt.
know,
But that's not answering
know,
this question. Are you the reflection that you preaching that people should be? Are you that reflection? Can you turn on your camera and say, I am who I am telling you to be? Can you do that?
yeah, I
I
think I
rest my
can.
case.
I think
Turn
I
on your
can
camera and do
because
that.
first of all, well, what does turning on my camera have to do with it? I think the point is that if I'm speaking out against, the Pookie style behavior, and I'm not doing that, I think that is a reflection.
No,
It has nothing to do with looks.
Okay.
It
Well,
absolutely
shout out
does.
to you.
It's the
It
attitude.
100% do. It 100% do. No, attitude is what
No,
got America these Western women in the position that they in because they got the attitude of a Beyonce and they look like a Beyonce. They look like Precious from the movie, but they got the attitude of Beyonce. That's what has gotten us our society in the situation that it's in.
He
okay,
said
and
they
So
I'll
got
yeah,
give
the
you.
they got the attitude of Beyonce and looking like Gabby Sinnabay.
Okay,
you know what I
Damn,
mean.
and
you brought out the whole name.
I've heard and I've seen a bunch of men, act like they got Warren Buffett money and they really don't. I mean, they're nowhere near Warren Buffett scamming. I've seen it a million times. Are they a
And how do
reflection?
they scam people?
So
How do they
what?
scam people? Because they are
I thought we
looking
were
the
supposed to be
part.
wrapping it up and he was supposed to keep it brief.
Yeah, I know. He
I
never
well,
keeps the briefing. We
no,
always want that's
that's
having to
because
tell
you
him he needs
people,
to reflect on himself.
were the ones that
You
you guys
people, wait a minute. You
interjected.
saying that like a white
You
man. You
guys
people. What you
interjected.
I
mean by
told
you
you it's the I
people?
told you it's an
What you
avatar.
mean? What you mean by you people?
I told you
What
it's
you
the
mean by
AI
Here we go.
avatar.
you
The
Here we
real
go.
winner make it. The real humans came out, huh?
So
You
Yeah.
people.
so
You
Darnell,
people.
you've never
Go ahead,
heard
Miguel.
you only get one chance to make a first impression. So you've never heard that?
I've heard it all the time, and there's a ring to truth to that. Absolutely.
All right. So speaking on the grooming standards, that the good brother Ronan is talking about, like I mean, how can you sit up here and try to hold other people accountable on some shit when you're not even holding yourself accountable to, you know, to keep up a standard of grooming, to look presentable.
Well, I mean, as far as
That's what
you
he's
know,
asking. That's what he's
when you
asking.
when you saying like grooming and stuff, like if you mean showering, yeah, of course I shower. You know what I'm saying? Brush my teeth and all this other
No, that
stuff.
you
But I mean,
already lost.
as far as
You
the,
already
you know,
lost.
if you
When
hold
somebody
on,
bring
will
up
you be
grooming, no, when somebody bring up grooming and you got to be specific of how you groom yourself, I think you already lost. But go ahead, man.
because I think you guys are putting way too much emphasis on the fact that okay, I have a long beard, okay, unkempt beard. I think you guys are putting way too much emphasis on that. All right. Um, you know, I think the point is that as long as hey, I'm not out here. It'd be one thing if I'm saying, oh, you guys shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be going to red light districts and you know, engaging
You
with
do that.
pros and looking all that. But here's the thing: you don't see me posting photos and all this other stuff, getting online, doing the same exact thing, and then speaking out about it. Okay, I
Because
don't
if
do
you
that.
went down to a red light district looking like you are, I think they would be scared of you.
More than likely.
Okay, Darnell. Shout out to you, bro. Like one thing is, for one, shout out to you for not crashing out and being able to keep your decorum. For two, bro, we hear you. I just don't think that you hear us. You know what I mean? But either or, that's what these panels are for these discussions and things of that nature. So I have no ill will towards you, good brother. I just feel strongly about the things that I say, and I rather just me personally, I rather see how I can uplift the community opposed to talking down on the community. So there's a
Well,
fundamental difference there.
well, if I could just say one thing to that, you guys, I'm
Yeah,
pretty
but we
sure
got to
know
make it
Nat.
one thing though.
Yeah, it is one thing. Okay, you guys know Nac Measy. You know, he vouched for me. Said, "Hey, man, I'm a good guy. This and that." And there's really no hate. I really have no hatred. All right. If you ask him about when I first showed up on Razor Ray's channel a couple years ago, warning certain things were going to happen if this behavior continues.
Mm.
You know, I said what needed to be done. Nobody wanted to do it. Everyone called me a de-policer and all of the, oh, you just don't get no, you know what, and all this other crap. Okay. That's, you know, so you can't say that, hey, I'm just a negative Nancy all the damn time. No, I have offered solutions, just people don't want to hear it until it's too late. And now when it is time for the consequences, you know, now everybody wants to start playing victim. Now let me plane on that.
Okay, there you
Okay.
go. Shout out to you for that. Ronan, you want to say anything before we get up out of here?
Sure. Go ahead and pull up those two images real quick while I'm talking. And Darnell will tell you, we've had several conversations offline. Grooming standards, holding each other accountable, you know, and pushing each other to do the right things, you know. So why I'm talking to Darnell specifically, I've gone through what Darnell went through. You see the way I look there? Does that mean I don't have the intelligence that I have? No. That means I was going through something. That's why I'm talking about you and your grooming standards, because I've been there. I've been that guy that knows a lot, but still kept myself unkept because I was going through other things too, called life. So part of you fixing yourself is coming up with a standard of grooming so that you feel better. That's the point. Not that you don't know what you don't know, or that you do know what you know. Not that you're not a good guy, but you need to hold yourself to a standard. You get what I mean? Now, do you see why I'm saying what I say? I don't say it just because I'm trying to be crass or mean. I'm saying it because I've been there. I can see it in you and how you talk and how you're grooming yourself or lack of grooming. You get what I mean now? Does everybody get what I mean now? I don't hide what I've been through, and I don't talk to things that I have not been through. What you're hearing from me is 58 years of fucking life. You can either take it or you don't take it. It don't fucking matter to me. But I'm telling you, I'm speaking from fucking experience. And when I see you, I see that. And that's why I'm saying fix yourself. Have some fucking standards. Get behind what you know you should be doing and fucking do it. Excuse my French. I'm sorry for blowing that shit up.
Yeah, that was like 18 F bombs. I was like, man, I'm letting you rock, but
I went
shit.
military on that one. I'm sorry.
That was straight drill sergeant.
I'm trying to get to a point, and sometimes you got to be a little crass to get to the point. You know what I mean?
Still would make a great clip, Charlie, though.
Yeah,
we'll see. Like I said, I talk to you all the time. This is what my channel is about. This is why I do what I do, and this is why I sound the way I sound. I've been through all that. I've raised families. I've been married. I've been through every situation you young men have been going through. My son is turning 40 May 30th.
I don't know.
So most of y'all are younger than that.
55. I thought you said you was
55. I'm 58. So guess what age I was when he was born?
Shit, 9?
No,
18.
brother.
18.
Your math is real off. Your math is real off. If you thought I was not.
You on that new math.
Yeah,
but what I'm like saying is this is not me just talking off the side of my neck. The things I talk about, I always say I've lived through 5 to 6 lifetimes, bro. I've had to reinvent myself several different times and go through things and pick myself back up. I don't stop. I learn and push forward. So what I'm saying is the things I identify and I speak to. I don't fucking ignore it. Excuse my French again. I'm going to speak to you until you catch on. But I've been there and I've done it. And I'll land my plane with that.
Shout out to you for that, man. And here's the thing. With that being said, a lot of times I just be over here just, having a good time. But what I will say is, man, I do believe mental health is a real thing, and that's something I will never. You guys have never seen me joke about, and you will never see me joke about. I think we should definitely, absolutely take our mental health into consideration and really do what we need to take care of ourselves. So that's one thing about it. Like I said, I just be joking, but I would never joke on someone to where I feel like they or about a condition that they have, just because that's not me, that's not who I portray myself to be. So with that being said, I land there. KB, I know you Haitian. I got Haitian in my blood too, KB. But are you still there, KB?
Yeah, I'm still here. What's up?
Oh, okay. I got Haitian in my blood too, so I'm used to the long stories. But you got anything you want to say before we get up out of here, good brother?
I don't really got anything to say.
Oh, okay,
Chilling.
okay. When you leaving from out there, if you don't mind me asking.
At 6 a.m. tomorrow.
Oh no, you. Oh, okay. So you counting down till you getting up out of that joint, huh?
Yeah,
I heard
pretty
that,
much.
man. Be safe. Make sure they don't pull a 54 fake out and take your kidney on the way up out of there. You know what I mean? So nah, shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody. Oh, Miguel. Did you say anything? You want to say anything before we get up out of here, good brother?
Oh man, as always, if you guys in the Cartagena area, man, come check us out at Rooftop Republic CTG. You know what I'm saying? We'd love
CTG
to
boys.
Yeah, we love the opportunity to get your business
¿Por
and
qué yo no puedo bloquear? Mira,
and
hay, un- hay una
Yeah,
Now,
I got him.
mute.
I
yeah.
got him.
No, bien. Ahora sí.
Okay, be
I
a
muted on
salute.
my computer. It's gonna.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's taking a while on my computer.
Okay, yeah, nah, he muted
Okay,
now.
there you
Yeah,
go.
man. So, yeah, but if you're in the Cartagena area, man, if you planning on coming down, just come check us out, man. Rooftop Republic CTG. We're a boutique hotel. 10 suites, 10 bedroom, 10 bathrooms. Black Cleaner was out before. We've had a couple of people come out. Misha, Rainier, they came out. A couple of other brothers came out. And once people come out, man, once it only takes one time to come out. And now we have like customers for life, man, because they love what we offer. It's peaceful. The neighborhood is safe. We got restaurants we walk to. We got like a mall plaza, like a block and a half away, and it's just a nice vibe, man. Get you out of the touristy area. Um, Now it's a little ride that can be daunting depending on the time of day because it's a lot of traffic out here. But we're like 9 miles, I think, away from the airport. So technically, it's not that bad. It's just so much traffic out here in Cartagena that sometimes it takes you a hot minute to get to where you want to go. So, but yeah, man, come and check us out. Rooftop Republic CTG. You can check us out on IG, see what we got going on. We also got a Rooftop Republic TikTok page. So yeah. But
Shout out to you for that.
Yeah, that's all I got.
And that message is sponsored by Charlie Chan from CharlieChanTV, man. We definitely support the brothers over here, man. So for sure. And not only are they two men that went out to the country and found their way, but they're also vets as well, man. So we always gotta support, the brothers of this community and this thing of ours, man. So shout out to you for that. And I think that's everybody. Everybody good?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Chan. All right, everybody. All right, panel. Y'all take it easy, man.
Sure. This
Deuces.
Charlie Chan with CharlieChanTV, man. We appreciate everybody pulling up. If you guys haven't hit the like and subscribe button, make sure to like and subscribe. And this is Charlie Chan, and we are over and out.
Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out the travel corner, the undisputed global contender, TV. Yeah. Bell ring, ding. Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan. Step in the ring, yeah, he the man. Passport stand, I watch him land. Heavyweight moves, world in his hands. Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan. Gloves laced tight, camera in hand. Every city turned to a fan. Main event, every time he land. Walk in the ring like Rio Carnival. Brazil nights, feel unstoppable. Boca Chica sand, tactical. Blue mall drip, fashionable. Oxy vibes, traveler excellence. Yacht life, waves that presence. Designer breakfast, elegance. Camera steady, intelligence. Mr. Flight still made it, turn setbacks into greatness. Every yell built patience, now the arena shaking. He don't throw punches, he throw punches. Left hook angles, confidence. Right hook at his dominance, heavyweight grind, no nonsense. Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan. Step in the rain, yeah, he the man. Passport stand, I watch him land. Heavyweight move, world in his hand. Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan. Gloves laced tight, camera in hand. Every city turned to a fan. Main event, every time he land. Carnival lights, championship, Brazilian nights, ownership. Ocean waves, that motion grip. Camera lock, no focus slip. Every vlog like title defense. Every upload makes silence tense. Algorithm can't stop the champ. He move global, no fence. Polo, fresh, clean, fit. Breakfast, views, lead, mix. He saying rounds, 3-minute clips. Every trip hit peak, metrics. He ain't loud, but the moves speak. From Island Heat to city streets. From turbulence to front row seats. Now the whole crowd on their feet. They doubted the vision, he tightened the gloves. They questioned the grind, he rose above. Now the lights flash bright, every city prime time. Every vlog prime time, yeah, prime time. Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan. Main event across the land, yeah. From beachside sand to the stand. Heavyweight with the camera in hand. Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan, Charlie Chan. Bell ring loud, he don't stand. World tour written in the plan. Undisputed, travel chant. If you want it even more aggressive,